actually was like an actually good streamer this one time. And I actually did the shit that I was supposed to do.
This one time at band camp.
This one time at band camp.
Oh,
You guys are
I hate myself.
crazy.
Hey, that was a good movie. Filled with sex.
Oh.
That's all it was about.
Sex is pretty good, depending on who you're doing it with, though.
I resign. Trolley can have my channel.
Oh gosh, Trolley ended up making it to 50 last night.
Did he really?
He did!
Yay!
Oh!
Yeah, he made to 50, so...
He have a karaoke stream, I think.
Congrats, woo!
So there's a possibility...
He didn't even make a big deal out of it. I didn't even know.
Desi had a fucking party, and then, like, I showed up, and I was like, oh, hey, 50, and I was just like, salt the turkey. And that was all I did, and that was out.
Salt the turkey. Excuse?
Because,
I can't believe I didn't notice.
Because I have an emoji that, or, not emoji, wait, are they called emoji? Emotes. I have an emote, which is just a, for a channel called Sorta Malicious, and it's just a, it's called, Sorta Chicken.
Oh.
It's called Sorta Chicken, but it looks like a turkey.
Oh shit.
And, I was like, fuck yeah! And now one of the things I do is, like, whenever we write, I'll be like, somebody burned my turkey! It's okay, I'll fix it, and then I just use the salty emote, and I'm like, I'm fixing it! And then I'm like, it's too salty.
I still can't get over
too much salt.
picture.
Probably needs more salt. So I showed up and I was like, ah, you did it! In victory, here's a turkey that's overly salted.
Very salty turkey, huh?
Super salty turkey. All of the salt.
I never want to go on Facebook again.
Why? What has happened?
I have that feeling quite often.
I don't even have Facebook.
I went on.
I don't either. Don't feel bad.
I don't know why. Well, I do know why. I go on Facebook because that's like the only way my grandparents actually talk to me. And then,
that's interesting.
And there was just this photo of me like 5 years ago. So I was what, 15 years old, 5 years ago on Halloween, and it was just like it was my outfit, it was my makeup shit, and I was like, oh no. It looks terrible. It looks horrible. And now I'm going through all these pictures and like I'm so cringy. Jesus.
You see, I never really celebrated Halloween because
dude, why?
My family was Jehovah's Witnesses for like the first 8 years of my life.
I know that feeling. Same.
Oh, same for you, Caged? Like, wait, were your family Jehovah's Witnesses or another religion that does not celebrate?
Yep, we're Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh gosh, wow, Cage, you and I have way too much in common.
That is actually
very scary.
that is terrifying.
And now the title reflects that Mimi is here.
Yeah, but for the first 8 years of my life, we were probably even 10 actually. We were Jehovah's Witnesses, and so I never got into the whole like celebrating Halloween. So when it came time that we were no longer Jehovah's Witnesses, I was just like, it's not my thing. You know, I didn't understand how it was, and now, like, Halloween, I just feel super awkward, and I lock all doors and windows.
Why the hell?
I understand that perfectly. However,
okay, gotcha.
Mine was different. The only reason we didn't was so we, didn't show in front of our very religious grandmother that we were celebrating Halloween, so whenever she was staying around, we didn't celebrate, but if she wasn't, we did.
Yeah, my family was okay with Christmas, though.
Like that.
Primarily because, yeah. It's like, listen, it was like, we aren't celebrating Christmas, we're just going to a family member, eating a lot, and we're giving people presents. Not celebrating, though.
That's a pretty damn good fucking Christmas, though.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
it's pretty awesome.
Because my household is Jewish, we also didn't celebrate Halloween growing up. We had Purim instead, which is in March, which is kind of like Halloween, but not really.
You guys have
like we still dress up
candy?
and stuff. Not really. We have this like thing called Hamantaschen, which is like this triangular
Ooh, I've had that.
donut.
It's interesting. I hate it, but it's interesting.
It's not good. I don't like it. But now that I'm a little bit more independent of my religion, I try to partake in it as much as I can.
Let's see. I'm gonna put on some relaxing Zen garden music.
Yeah, that's a good way to start.
Quiet.
No, some tongues are like thin and
Spooky.
nice to look at. My tongue is like.
I mean,
I
don't even know what my tongue looks like now. I used to know, and now I don't.
But weirdly enough,
gonna
like
stare at their
normal.
tongue.
my
tongue is really wide, but it's also very long, like stupidly long. I can put it past the tip of my nose without like pressing it or pulling it, and then I can put it past my chin without pressing or pulling it. just
My-
by stretching
I can
it.
do that too.
It's so fucking weird.
My tongue is short and thick, and I cannot whistle because of it.
Really?
Yeah, I can't
I
whistle.
think I have the same problem. I can't either.
Yeah.
I have a friend who whistles with his tongue. His tongue just like folds over, and then he fucking whistles through it. I don't know how it's possible.
It's weird.
It's amazing. Oh my
I can't
God.
do that. I can whistle in 2 different ways. And
I want to learn how to whistle in the way where you like put your fingers in your face and you're like.
Fingers in your face.
like that thing. I don't know how to do that with my fingers. In my
I
face,
believe
but I can do it without it.
the like horse call whistle.
Where it's like super fucking loud.
Yeah, the horse call whistle.
Yeah.
Listen, it was created in the South. I know about this.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
I still can't do it. I still
And
can't
all
do
I can think of is the XYZZY card now. The South.
the South.
Yes.
I went
the
from
South.
fine to passive aggressive when everyone ate all the snacks. Yeah, but
What are we doing first? Out of curiosity.
I have no clue.
I was planning to do the spooky story stuff, but we can just do like talk show, chill out sort of thing, especially because I'm way tired.
I could
You
do
could warm
a
up with,
spooky. We could warm up. We could do whatever.
I'll set
at
the
your
fire.
disposal.
Guys, my house is on fire.
That's a bad thing.
Yeah. I woke up this morning and I was
recommend water.
it's raining. I woke up this
You're
morning
fine.
actually. I woke up this morning and I looked at my window and
You're
it
a
was
rain dance.
darker than normal and I was like, is it raining? I just like open up the blinds and I look outside and I'm like, everything's wet and the clouds are dark. Yep,
It's
it rained.
Oh god.
Very
It was
special
so
person.
warm. It was so warm earlier this week, or was it last week? It was last week.
Lucky.
I walked out of my house at like 6:45 a.m., 6:30 a.m.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's funny to you.
No, I was reading something else entirely.
Oh, okay.
Fuck.
And it was like warm and balmy and like humid, and I was like, is it June and have I made a horrible mistake? Because it was also dark as fuck.
How would you guys feel if you woke up and it turned out that everything you remembered of the past like 2 months was all just a coma dream and it was
I've
actually
had
like
that.
June?
I've had that waking nightmare where
Yeah.
like
Something
nothing
similar.
existed and I just reverted back to like the settings of like a couple of months ago.
Yeah. No, that whole
It's disorienting.
that whole idea, like I'd be like, put me back in the coma. Do it.
Yeah.
No, sometimes it's good to like, especially if bad shit happened, I'm kind of just like, oh, okay.
I think the first thing I would do is like because back in June I still had my computer, so like I'd be like, okay, computer, go onto Twitch, and I'd be like, do these people actually exist? And then I'd be like, all of you, I dreamt about all of you. And fucking Wolfie would be like, the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
And I'd
would
be like,
That's exactly
no.
what my response would be.
And I'd be like, no, listen, I had a coma dream and you were in it.
I forgot to tweet that I'm streaming. I'm such an idiot.
It's all good. We've only been going for like 10 minutes.
I think
Just chilling,
most
anyways.
similar thing I've had to something like that was I had a dream, and this was like a couple years ago, and I dreamt my entire life.
I've had that happen too, where I just like wake up and it's like, nope, you're like 5 again. Nothing happened.
Dude, I there are days I wish I could be 5 again.
Huh.
I don't.
know.
I'd rather know how to go to the bathroom on my own. Thanks.
I miss
That's true.
be able to look at penis and not associate with sex.
I miss being
can
able to
still
take
do
nap
that.
time and not be expected to do anything.
Nap time is.
Key, you're not right. Oh, nap time.
is.
Dude, it sucks because when you were young, you were like, man, nap time sucks. I'm not sleepy. And now when you're older, you're like, all I want is nap time.
Oh my
I would
God,
get so
holy
nervous
shit.
during nap time because it would be like dark and I would be like not supposed to move, and it was really stressful because it's like it's dark and they're telling me not to move. This is stressful.
Yeah, we don't do that at my.
I like
at my
don't remember
preschool that I
this ever
teach at.
happening.
We when I was in kindergarten, which was the only time we had nap time, we had these little mats, and you know,
Yep,
it,
I remember that.
and you know, it was like, you know, they're okay. They're, you know, we didn't get pillows, we just got the mats.
Right.
You know, as you do. So it was like, okay, throw down the mat, and I always took the same place in like the corner of the room because I was antisocial. You know, I was super shy kid, and I remember one day somebody fell asleep and then they peed themselves, and I was like, well, let's make sure not to take the red mats then.
Jesus.
Just none of the red mats.
None of the red mats. I was like, I'll take the blue ones, but never the red ones. After that moment, I was like, no, that's gross.
I'm sure they disinfect them.
Oh yeah.
Oh
they
yeah,
did.
definitely.
But when I was in preschool and there was nap time, and I'm basically the same person as I was before. Is I'm obnoxious as fuck and really annoying and an asshole. But in child form, imagine. And
So even worse.
even worse. And I remember this so vividly. I was laying there for a while, and for some reason it really interested me how different people looked when they were asleep.
Oh no.
And it's not as bad as you think. You're making it way worse. But
Oh no.
so you know, I'm just kind of looking around and, you know, not really falling asleep. And I'm watching the teacher, and as she turns her back, I suddenly have this uncontrollable urge to sit up, and so I do. And I'm just kind of looking around, and I get this terrible grin on my face, and then scream as
I see.
loud as I possibly can,
Oh no.
and wake everyone up.
You piece of shit.
I was a piece of shit. Oh man. I still am.
Thank you for everything you do.
Oh, I got in so much trouble.
So,
Oh man.
What a trash mammal thing to do.
so trash mammal.
Oh, fuck. I got taken outside, and like it was amazing to me because I had the playground all to myself. While everyone was sleeping. So it wasn't even a punishment to me. And they called my grandmother, and she came to get me or whatever, right? And then they're like, oh, she woke everyone up and screaming. It was totally unnecessary, and I'm very disappointed in her. And my grandma was like, well, I'm very disappointed in you. And I said, okay. And then we went home, and on the way home, she was like, was it amazing? And I said, yes.
That's an awesome grandma.
And then we just high-fived each other and went and got fucking ice cream and then went home.
Why you're an asshole.
I mean, you know, fuck it. Whatever.
Listen,
The
that-
origin story.
That's an awesome. Listen, I wish.
Origin story.
I was about to say I wish my grandma was as cool as that, but then I remembered that my grandma was dead until like 13 years into my life. when my grandpa remarried.
Until 13 years.
Wait, until?
13 years
came
into
back?
my life, my grandpa ended up remarrying.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
Oh.
But
I got really
Yeah.
confused.
yeah.
I mean, like, I still
Yeah, I
learned
was
my
like, what
lesson.
the heck?
It wasn't
What-
like
She
what
came
order?
back,
Which
was a
order did
zombie,
she
and we
kill?
had to kill her again.
Jesus.
Yeah.
But
Zombies.
Yeah, interesting Snapples fact. If you actually go into the first medical books that go into, like, bipolar disorder, my grandma is actually noted as in those. She was one of the first test subjects for
jeez.
those experiments.
No.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, yep. I won't, which is why I will never tell you guys my grandma's name.
Yeah.
Why? So that you'll, like, for doxing purposes?
Well, no, I don't think anyone can
Appreciate it.
dox me off of
Name.
like some stuff that's in a book. I'm just not gonna tell you guys my my grandma's name in case you guys actually get curious and are like, I'm gonna go look in the old medical books that are no longer accurate and cost like $500 million just to look at now.
That's what
Oh,
we sound
That's
like.
fair.
Yeah, that's what we sound like.
Holy
Word for
shit.
word.
I'm sure there's some illegal PDF.
More than likely. I mean, they're
Who
out.
can find it?
They're out of date, so like
You-
it's probably very possible.
It's probably very possible that they are on PDF, if that's the case.
Yeah,
'Cause I
electronic.
bet there's some,
copies.
like, weird medical student who's just like, let me just scan all the things.
Now that I am finally
Some people are just
graduated,
obsessed.
now that
That's true.
I'm finally graduated from college, I'm going to do my life's work and scan all of these books.
Pretty
what the
much.
Fuck.
1 page a day until I'm done.
God damn.
And I will.
No, my coworker, he copied over the entire International Building Code book, which is like 800 pages.
Jesus,
PDF.
by hand?
And I'm like, why? Why did you do this? You can see the International Building Code online.
Zmiroff 20ZX. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Welcome, and have fun, I guess. This is just like a talk show. We're gonna be reading some, like, scary stories later. Thank you for showing up. Nice to see you.
Oh, shit.
Yee.
I forgot where we... Oh,
Don't read that out loud.
gotcha. Understood.
Where the fuck are we?
I don't know.
Okay.
We're in limbo.
I don't know what's going on.
Exactly.
Is
Kate.
this
Thank
the
you.
real life?
I'm in your Discord.
Fantasy.
I don't believe that at all,
Have it.
Smirov.
would do that.
I don't believe
All
you.
right.
Show me.
Show you what?
Smirov is saying he's in our Discord. I don't believe that. Show us.
No, he's in Addie's Discord.
Oh, Addie's Discord.
What? Mine?
Maybe?
I
I
don't
don't-
have a fucking Discord. Wait.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think it. Oh,
Not from Keyblade?
Key's Discord.
Is from our Discord, I guess.
Oh.
Oh, okay. From Key and Cage Discord. Got it.
Okay. I was thinking of Ragnarok Discord, and I was like, we don't have one.
I would be very confused and concerned.
Yeah. Okay. He was talking
So,
about
I
Key's
don't. I don't know if I showed you guys my Halloween costume, but if I didn't, basically I'm dressed in like all plaid, and I have these like wood brown colored boots and my flower crown. And I guess
Aw.
I tried to dress up as a lumberjack or like some sort of foresty person. I don't know.
So.
And I had someone come up to me today and literally, Cage, exactly what you said. She literally came up to me and was like, "Are you dressed as a lesbian?" What? Joking around. And I was like, "You're not wrong, but no."
You're not wrong, but you're not right
You
either.
look like a
You're
lesbian.
not quite it.
Of all the
I mean,
things for
we were
someone
really
to
close,
have.
but try
Woman
again.
in all flannel. There's no other way that like you can predict something else. It looks like a
That's
lesbian.
true.
Yeah.
That's it.
My family, we actually went. We ended up going to the Halloween store.
What?
There's a store that is only open during like September and October for Halloween. Very seasonal, but they make enough. But they just like rent out a store, set everything up, and then it's like, okay, cool. And we end up going there or check things out. And I don't celebrate Halloween, but I was like, let's see what they have. And a lot of really cool costumes. And the only thing that I wanted was a fucking top hat. That was all I wanted. And I was like, because
That's so you.
I have a mutton stash. What do you expect? But then I was like, no.
Exactly that.
No. Because I don't just want a top hat. I want a steampunk top hat. That's what I want. And so I ended up going online. And I was like, I'm not going to... And I was like, whenever I reach $100 on Twitch, that's going to be the first thing I buy. And then I'm definitely going to put up a fucking webcam just so I can show off a steampunk top hat and my mutton stash. And that's all I'm going to do.
You should get a cane, too.
And a cane, definitely. You know what? Let's just go all steampunk. I'm going to get rid of all of my wardrobe. Just so I can dress as a steampunk, like... I don't know.
Okay, everyone. Update your D&D fan art
Fucking
stuff.
power.
The
Oh.
devil wears steampunk. It's canon.
Yes.
Well, hello
Yes.
there.
Except for the D&D session now.
Would you like to roll a dice? No. Are you sure? Because it could save your life. No, I don't. But if you get 15 to 19, then two good things happen. Nah, I don't want to roll those. Well, fine then. We'll just see how well you last without them. Mwahaha.
And then Cage comes in and she's like, hey, she's in a security room, dumbass.
I thought it was Sarasa. Oh no, it was Cage. It
was Cage.
It was Cage.
It was caged. I remember that moment.
It's
Can we
like
do the year thing again?
What?
The year
Ear
thing?
thing?
the quiet year.
Your thing?
Yeah, is that what it's called? I don't fucking
The
remember.
quiet year, the world building thing.
Yeah.
Here.
I mean,
It doesn't take too long. I don't know.
technically,
I love how we spell Mooney's name like 8 different ways.
we could set one up for like a
Yeah.
Halloween town.
Oh, we could do that.
Yeah,
That would be
Yeah,
fun.
That'd be neat.
I was sure.
Okay. Well, you can join as you see fit, Key. There's no pressure. It's not like D&D or anything where you're gonna miss stuff. This is just like temporary, whatever.
Yeah, we understand that not everyone's gonna like be here. Also, Mooney's here, and she, it's like Mooney doesn't have a character.
Right, yeah.
And I would hate to just be playing D&D and Mooney's just like, hi, I'm over here.
Then I have to dip out in like the middle of the session.
Yep.
Yeah, and then Trolley's gonna be late. So like we'll just play by ear.
Fucking Cage can play as her character until she has to leave. Mooney can play as Trolley's, and then when Trolley ends up joining, Trolley can play as his character, and Mooney can play
That
as
would be
Cage.
absolute pain.
Oh my god,
That would be crazy.
insane.
I miss my D&D days. My D&D days have just begun, friend. I don't understand jack shit.
Yep. And we're playing
You
the
won't.
we're playing like the hardest edition of them all. 3.5 is so fucking complicated.
It's not a great
It's
one
just-
for newbies to start out.
No.
in. That's-
I'm just like, haha, I have defense, but why is my attack literally 0 every time I do something? What the fuck?
Honestly, the best D&D edition to start off on, or just the best D&D experience to start off on, would probably I've actually found is the Star Wars D20 Saga edition, just because it's complicated enough to where you can get like 3.5, but also like simple enough to where like you can get the idea.
Right.
It's just that the only complication about it is that they have feats and talents just across all of the books. So the best thing you can do is limit yourself to 2 or 3 books and be like, everything from the other books is off limits. Just don't touch those.
Right.
But then you're working in an established universe, and it makes it much more difficult for the DM.
Ooh,
Yeah.
we're talking about vampire bat reciprocity tomorrow.
What the
Sorry, that's-
what?
For my lab group, we're
Understand,
talking about
understand.
like whether or not we think vampire bats can have best friends.
I see.
Dude, if the answer is no, I'm a vampire bat.
That's sad.
Hey guys, you remember that one episode of Batman the Animated Series where the first episode where Batman ends up fighting a giant bat person? And everyone's like, it's the Batman, he stole everything and killed children and he drank their blood, and Batman's just like, I need to clear my name. And then he like goes out and he's like, he's just like, bat hair. This is crazy. I wonder who could have done this. What sort of bat-like being could have caused people to believe that the Batman is the one doing all of these bad things? And then, like, he goes to this person and he's like, oh yeah, it appears as though whoever left this behind was a bat. And he's like, crazy. And then it's like, man, the very person I went to turned out to be the bat person. And then, like, the guy ends up, like, drinking an elixir and he, like, immediately transforms into a bat and then like just goes flying through the city, and Batman's just like, oh no you don't, and like, does the whole like bat grappling hook around
There's
it.
a book of gay animals in my room and I want to find it.
What the fuck?
What
I
was
wanna
that?
see if bats are on there.
So yeah, essentially bat
Because my lab member asked me like a couple of days ago and I forgot to look it up.
if bats were gay.
If there are members of the population that have been demonstrated to be gay. Let me see. Let me go to the glossary. Like, not the glossary, the thing that tells me all the shit that's in the book.
I remember being very against, when, or it's like I wasn't against the movement, during the gay pride movement. I was completely with that. But I remember people using the whole, like, it happens naturally in the animal kingdom, therefore it's okay. And I was like, that's a terrible argument.
Yeah, but, like, so does rape.
Yeah, I was like...
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, rape also
like,
happens.
You want to legalize rape and stuff like that? You guys are idiots.
Yeah,
don't do that.
I remember having to explain that to some people, and they were like, no, but it happens naturally. And I was like, yes, but so is this. And they were like, yeah, but, the gay thing happens. And I was like, you don't understand. You just don't understand. And it took, oh my gosh. And they never did understand what was wrong with that argument. That was the worst part.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Sex recreation, female garter snakes, for instance, are able to keep sperm,
Female garden snakes?
Garter snakes.
Garter snakes.
It's like it's so that they can choose who the, baby daddy is, basically.
Oh, interesting.
A couple of animals are able to do that. Come on, where are bats? Okay, although... Oh, this is about sperm storing. That's not what I'm looking for.
Please.
Bats.
So,
201.
I actually wanted to ask this, and I completely forgot. So, it was ducks that have corkscrew penises, right?
Yes.
Yeah, ducks.
Waterfowl.
Yeah, ducks.
I was curious, do their penises rotate?
No, it comes
No.
out like a whip.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's okay. So
I had to read a whole paper about it.
oh,
That was a very interesting class day when we had to discuss that.
and it's not just like hard, right? It's not like in that shape, or does
No,
it
no,
stay?
it has to be compressible because like they whip it out
Oh, okay.
and then they like it's kind of like a lasso.
Okay.
Gotta go.
And then they push it in, and it like has to rotate around.
Well, it has to get in. Yeah.
Okay. I was very curious about that because I remember us talking about it and I was like, how does this work? And I never asked about it.
It's interesting.
The
232.
animal
Come
kingdom.
on, tell
It's
me.
fascinating.
Okay, bat species. No, they're not. Oh wait, reported in scientific, observed in related species. Oh, little brown bats and other bats are apparently they do have. So some species of bats have homosexuality. Now I can go back and tell my lab mate that yes, lesbian bats probably exist.
Do we want to change the title of this stream to Howl-ween, and then we can just talk about all of the gay animals out there?
Let's not. Just for the sake of the last bit of dignity I have.
That's fair.
Howl-ween.
That's fair.
Halloween. Yeah, not the most creative name.
Okay. Valentine's Day.
So should we start off with like a little quiplash? Maybe is a good idea.
Yeah, we could do that.
I'm up for Quiplash. Let's fucking
Sweet.
Quiplash
I'm gonna
it.
change the name of the game now to Quiplash.
Okay.
Halloween
Flashes.
edition.
I won't be able to stay long.
Yeah, probably just
Oh,
one
right.
round
So
for
then
you.
do we want to start off with the stories? No one else is really here though. Guess it doesn't matter.
I don't know.
Whatever's fine, so long as I don't stay up past 8:30 EST.
So you have
Okay.
about an hour. We can start up on Jackbox.
Yeah, we can. We'll do like 1 or 2 rounds and then we'll transition into the stories, I think is a good idea. Does that sound good to everyone?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Code is in the Discord.
I almost say it out loud every single time. And I'm always slightly embarrassed of myself for almost saying it every time.
Addie
Do you
has
have hiccups?
Me?
Addie has hiccups.
Addie,
No, I
Aww.
don't. You're making it up.
prove it.
Fake news.
Right, I remember when you first got hiccups on the Discord
Stream.
or stream, and all of us were like, "They're adorable."
I really
I
hope
remember
there's a
that.
VOD out there with that in it.
Never
I'm
happened.
pretty sure we still have it. Yeah.
It's somewhere.
We have Wolfie,
Somewhere out there.
Caged.
You're lying.
Still need Addie and Key. You're joining us, right?
Yeah, sorry.
No
It's all
problem.
good.
Take your time.
I'm
Don't
having
stress.
a brain fart. What is it?
It's in the Discord.
Jackbox.tv?
Box.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Jack-
I was.
oh, you
I
were-
couldn't think of what the name was.
Okay, it's all good.
I'm.
Yeah, let me get pop
very
out chat for this just
tired.
because no one's in chat, but like might as well.
It's fair.
Bless you. That's not the right response at all.
It's close enough.
And that is the beautiful sound of caged laugh, I think.
Kind of.
Guys, we're all beautiful people.
I
You're
think we
especially
are.
Beautiful.
Wait, what?
I said you're especially beautiful.
Aww.
Oh, me and my mutton stats are so happy right now. It has a mind of its own! Help me, it has a knife!
Oh god.
God,
You're too much.
can't do anything. Sorry. Guess
How-
I'll have to die.
How would you feel if your facial hair had a mind of its own and all it wanted to do was kill people?
I'd be concerned as to why I had facial hair.
I was waiting for that response, and it was the first one that happens. Ah,
Yep.
amazing.
Yep.
So we're missing one person. Addie, I think we're missing you.
You're definitely missing me.
Okay. Yeah, we
I always
we
miss
miss you, Addie.
Oh wow. I don't even know how to respond.
Just smile and wave. Just smile and wave.
Smile and wave, boys.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to change my name. I should put it as Addie Rocks.
Yes.
Do you want us to hold back for a moment while you do that?
No.
Okay.
Pull back a moment, actually, because I'm being. A moment.
I'm confused by something.
Okay. Going back
I
to the
was
Wolfie
going to
Heart.
do something and I can't remember what it was. Like I fully intended to do something and I don't remember.
Holding off on the Wolfie art. Yeah. So, have you guys been up to anything interesting lately?
What is it? I changed my name.
I got a new toy.
You changed your name?
In Jackbox.
Oh.
Did you? It still says caged for me.
I did. You might have to refresh.
That's the thing. It's a game window.
That's okay. Do it anyways.
It will kick all of you.
Do it anyways.
Okay.
Alright, fuck it. We're gonna fuck it. Let's restart.
We're gonna fuck it.
For Cage.
Are we gonna
We're
at
gonna
least
fuck
take it out
Cage.
for dinner first?
Nah.
Please.
No bullshit. Just straight to the point.
Oh.
That's
That's
yikes.
Is it just a one-night stand? Hey, that's almost his name.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So we'll go for a round without key.
Oh my god, that is almost a name.
Plaid lesbian, bone rattle, Wolfie, and Duke Merle.
That's me.
Oh wait, everyone has cool name. Whatever.
I don't know, guys. Should we stop for a moment in order to change
Yes.
names?
No, I don't have a better name. It's
Changing
fine.
names.
God fucking damn it! I have to be creative.
Everyone
now.
get a Halloween name right now. I'll even change mine to something better.
It barely fits.
Oh fuck. Ooh, what the fuck? Oh, I don't have the room code.
I was gonna put something, but then I found something better by accident.
Yeah,
Mine is still lamb.
Jabberwocky.
Yeah.
Wolfie. I like that. Homo weeb. Oh.
Oh fuck.
Oh.
Me.
I hope my mic didn't pick up
My
on
name is
that.
Homo Weeb.
Probably did.
It very slightly did.
I
It's all
should have
good.
been a homo with Caged.
Oh god.
Homo Witch. Do it.
Here we go.
I don't want to restart. I just want to play.
Doing it.
Okay, let's just
Doing
play.
it.
Let's just go into
We've
it.
restarted 3 times. I'm the mutton stash. I'll let
And
We're
if
the mutton
anyone
stash.
in the chat wants to join, it's this website with the room code.
Heyo, I'm Josh Schmitz.
But no one's in chat, so it's okay.
No.
Oh.
It's
Why do I
fine.
have my controller in my hands? I don't know. I guess I just really like it.
Do you use an
Be
Xbox
prepared.
controller or a PS controller?
Xbox to doy.
Ah, you and
Maybe you
me.
just want control.
Ha.
I have control.
You are control.
My controller's to the side.
I've controlled someone's heart for a while now.
Have at it.
She does seem to like you.
Me?
No. I want her to
Oh,
like me.
oh.
So bad I want her to like me. It's terrible. Okay.
You're well on your way.
Oh god.
I'm proud of my answers. I'm very proud of my answers.
Yeah, mine are not the best.
You got
I gave up on
53
the second one.
seconds.
Okay, here we go. First one. What the genitalia on a tofurkey is called.
What the genitalia on a tofurkey is called. Gobble nobbles or fur kinky.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Starting off strong, guys.
I'd say so.
I'll definitely go with the gobble nobbles.
Oh, dear God.
And next
Yeah, that wasn't even...
Yeah, that was amazing.
A good improvement
Who's
to make to
Jabberwock?
Mount Rushmore. An engravement of the legless horse god, add Hitler.
Oh.
Oh.
Ah,
You'll have to tell me who wins, by the way, because I'm not watching the stream.
it went half
You
and
got
half
it.
on that one.
coming up
Was it
next,
half and half?
I was.
Something you should never put on an open wound.
Something
I
you
voted
should
for Hitler.
never put on an open wound.
Wow.
Cum or bees? You're not wrong.
Fuck.
Both of those are pretty bad options.
Wolfie got that one.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
Hell yeah.
Heels. Hell yeah.
Rendering.
Hell yeah.
Next up.
I'm so friggin' behind.
The
There we go.
coolest way to die was Shades jumping into a pool of ice in a fucking Sharknado. That's the thing.
Oh,
I
this
had
is
to go
hard.
For the pun. Sorry.
Oh,
Wait,
the
half and
coolest
half.
way to. God damn it.
Ah,
I
that.
get it now.
Damn
God
it.
damn it! Fuck.
That's round 1.
Damn, I didn't even think about that. You deserve both of those, Addie.
Yeah, I didn't register the pun.
I got you.
Trying. I was trying to be funny.
Now round
It
2.
was
I got
it
it.
was a good
Yeah,
pun.
And bonuses are doubled.
I'm in the lead?
I'm last.
Oh no.
I'm not proud of mine.
Duke,
Yo,
question.
what's up?
Are you able to screen share the stream at all?
Can I screen
Via
share?
Discord?
Yeah, I can do
I
that.
think it would slow it down, wouldn't it?
It wouldn't slow me down.
Oh,
My internet's
possible.
pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Lucky.
But yeah, I can do that if
Share,
you
right?
guys want me
Our
to.
first prompt is
That seems
Yeah, you
pretty
can go
good.
ahead.
I just
We wouldn't have
am
to worry
unsure.
about delay.
I'm just unsure if it will fuck you guys up.
Your favorite.
A terrible talent
Oh,
to
it might.
make for the Miss America pageant. Musical farts, juggle the most testicles with your mouth.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
God.
6, 5,
That
4,
would be a great talent.
One
2,
of these
1.
made a visceral reaction out of me.
Did you vote for it? We went half and half.
Yeah?
It's supposed to be a terrible talent, not a good one.
The most popular t-shirt slogan in Mississippi, probably. We're the South, fear us. Our teachers suck, please help us.
Oh, I would vote for the other one.
6, 5, 4. Went half and half.
I would have
research
voted
on
for our
this.
teachers suck, please help us.
Yeah, I did research on it for like my
Heimlich
education
maneuver,
course or
the
whatever.
second best way
Their
to stop
their
someone from
qualifications were terrible.
Yeah, it's very bad.
Oh yeah. After the Heimlich maneuver, the second best way to stop someone from choking, kissing them like Snow White, kick their ass.
I could appreciate it.
Wolfie, good job.
How did you know it was me?
I saw on the stream.
And next,
Or I
Oh,
saw
okay.
the thing.
one thing you never do on a first date.
One thing you never
Yeah.
do on a first date. Probably the sex, juggle the testicles with your mouth.
Oh my fucking god.
It returns.
God.
I mean, they're basically the same thing.
But
More or less.
this is
What's
juggling
that
them.
specific?
You're
But
juggling
it's still the sex.
Round 2 is
Fair.
now complete.
No, there's no interaction with the penis whatsoever.
Mean.
They're just
But it
juggling
can
the
still get
testicles.
them off.
That's true.
It's more
Wouldn't it-
difficult.
Wouldn't it hurt?
It would actually hurt, yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah, it would last too long and eventually would actually just hurt.
Point values are tripled.
The
and
testicles
Might
are
get
very
somebody
sensitive.
off, you never know.
this time.
Some people like sledgehammers to their balls. Like I can't even imagine.
Yeah. Oh god.
Well, those people
Restaurant
have
has changed its name
some
to something
problems.
inappropriate.
There's a wire that's not
Take
connected
any
somewhere.
well-known restaurant and slightly change its name to something inappropriate.
Not proud. Not proud. Very ashamed.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's just bad in all. It's just
Oh,
just
gosh.
bad. Oh god,
I
you see
couldn't
it
think of
already.
anything.
Round 3, you get to award 3 votes. You can give them all to one answer.
You didn't
or
put
split
in
them up.
anything? Oh, yes, you did.
Something. Take any
Oh.
well-known restaurant and slightly change its name to something inappropriate. I meant to put something inappropriate, but I didn't have enough time. Fuck days, Jack in the Cocks, Bindies, or something.
It's something.
I'll give you something.
It's something.
It's something.
Mine is not much better.
Something. Yeah! 1 vote.
You got it.
Aw.
I can appreciate it.
Thank you. Fuck days, 3 votes.
Yeah, that's fair. I expected just about that.
Jack in the Cocks, 4 votes.
Yes, victory.
Yep, Bendy's
And-
wins it.
Bindies, with 4 votes.
What?
Oh, do we tie?
Yeah, you two tied it.
That's fair.
But I think
Let's see the final
Cage steals the
scoreboard.
game.
Probably.
Possibly.
I was dead last.
Nope, Wolfie, you still won.
Really?
Nice.
Hey!
It's
Oh,
because
I was up by quite a margin. That's why.
it's because I kept everybody split. No, I didn't allow anyone to get full amounts because I was like, this is good enough to win at least one person,
Right.
and one person that won indeed. So we want to go another round.
We could do that, and then we can switch to the scary story. Oh, it's 8 already. We should probably go straight into the stories then.
Okay.
Time it is. Interesting.
Yeah, it's like 7:52.
Gotcha.
And then after the stories, we can continue with like either more Quiplash or Town of Salem or whatever.
Okay. Back to the Wolfie art.
I've been so exhausted lately. Oh, now I get to put on my scary music instead of like just my like fun music.
I still have the Zen music on.
Aw,
I still have fire going on in the background.
that's what I meant to do.
Put the fire on.
I have a website called The Soft Murmur. That gives me like rain and fire sounds.
Nice.
Yeah. So let me just put the rain on max, thunder on max. Waves on nothing, wind on max, fire on max.
I suppose I'll go ahead and use this as well. The white
What, a
noise.
soft murmur?
Yeah.
Here we go. It's in the chat.
I'm already on it.
Oh, what? Okay, awkward.
I suppose I'll turn on a bit
I
of
don't
white
see it in the
noise.
chat.
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
Does
Well, yeah,
Twitch
probably
chat?
a PM then.
Oh, I thought you meant
Oh.
Discord.
Yeah,
Apologies.
me too.
Oh, I just did it on Twitch chat because it was closer to me. Oh, that's relaxing.
Yeah, it
I'm
is.
doing everything. Okay, so who wants to read first?
Damn, that's relaxing.
It really is. I listen to it whenever I'm not doing all that well. So who are we starting off with?
I suppose
you know?
since Cage has to
I could-
leave.
I could go first, but Cage has to go, so.
Okay, then Cage should go first.
Only if you want to, Keyblade.
Not for it.
I'll have
Oh.
to send you the file,
Righty.
or just the parts where you read.
Oh,
Gesundheit.
I think fine with me.
I sneezed myself onto my back.
Oh, hey, Desi.
Addie, go ahead and go first
Desi!
while I send
Hi, Desi.
Key the lines.
Desi, you came right in
Okay.
time for story time.
Story time, it's story
Story
time.
Okay, I'm just gonna read the one called Annie. Nobody I know wrote it or anything. Just have known of it for like 6 years or something. Anyway.
You know what? Hold on one moment. Let me turn up the Discord a bit more.
Yeah, I'm having like issues with my own audio mixing.
Yeah, fucking
Yeah,
audio.
you get to see story time, does he?
Audio
It's a
Mixer
special treat.
loves to just fuck with me. It changes its settings on its own all the fucking time. And so Discord was now at 50% for me. I was like, why is everyone so quiet?
Oh my god, my thunder is loud.
Mine is manageable. If you guys don't mind, could you turn on the stream sound for a moment just to see where everything's at? Talk a little as well.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, just make sure
It's
everything's
just
good.
fine.
Seems
Yeah.
fine.
I think it's fine.
Awesome sauce.
Yeah, sounds perfectly normal to me.
Awesome sauce. I'm gonna mute
What
myself.
do you think, Desi? Oh, we should mute ourselves while Addie is reading. Maybe.
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 Fire when ready.
Okay. Annie ran away again the other night. It took me hours to find her in the park, going back and forth on the swings without a care in the world. Like, she had every right to be there. And she dyed her hair again, blonde this time. I didn't want to make a fuss with all those people around, so I caught her on the backswing and dragged her home, kicking and screaming like a lunatic. It was humiliating. I had to smile and shrug at all the people staring, like it didn't bother me. As soon as we were home, I sent Annie to her room. She just sat there on the bed crying and crying. The way she carried on, I didn't have the heart to yell at her for running away. I guess that's the real problem, this lack of discipline. I've never been good at tough but fair. I'm always going too far one way or the other. Like a few months ago, when she came at me with the kitchen knife. For a minute, I really thought she was trying to hurt me, my own sweet angel. But afterward, she just lay there in my arms, so quiet, letting me stroke her hair and sing her a lullaby, like nothing had ever happened. But then there was that other time, when she started messing around with my doll collection. They're such fragile things, my dolls, and Annie was playing so rough, like she wanted to break them. I love those dolls. They remind me of when everything was easier, when I wasn't stuck in this house all day long with Annie's tantrums and Bill's moping. I got upset, and I hit her. I was so ashamed. When she ran away that night, I didn't go after her right away. I just stayed there, crying, and feeling like the worst mother in the world. I tried to be gentler after that, more understanding. So, instead of getting cross with Annie, I let her stay in her room and cooked her some dinner. I turned up the TV real loud so I wouldn't hear the racket she was making in there. She makes such a mess sometimes, and it makes me so angry. The way she breaks her things, like she doesn't even care about them anymore. I bought her a puppy once, but she wouldn't even touch it, like she was scared of it. And the very day I decided to take it back to the pet store, it vanished. I found Annie in the backyard, holding a little trowel and sitting on a pile of dirt. I helped her wash up, and I never mentioned it again. I made her favorite food, macaroni and cheese, hoping it might calm her down. But as soon as I opened the door, she slammed into me, trying to get past. I almost dropped the food everywhere, wrestling with her like that. She had this wild look in her eyes, like an animal. It scared me, being alone with her when she was like that. I put the food on her desk and gently pushed her toward her chair. I made it just the way you like, I told her, trying not to look as afraid as I felt. She stared at me like she didn't understand a word I was saying. Will you eat some of it? I don't want to. Her voice sounded strange, different than I've ever heard it before. I hope I didn't shudder. I didn't want to upset her. Please, Annie, I'm very worried about you. That's not my name. She likes to change her name sometimes, and it worries me. One day she's Beth, the next day she's Irene. It's just like her hair. She changes it every time she runs away. I get so scared that one day I won't be able to find her, and the police won't be able to help, because I won't know what she looks like, or what she's calling herself. Sweetheart, I'd really like you to eat a little bit. Just a little? Please? For Mommy? And then she said, with the meanest look on her face, "You're not my mommy." It hurt so much. It felt like a stab to my heart. And tears welled up in my eyes before I could stop them, so I turned away. I heard her scramble back onto the bed, her fingernails scratching like little claws on the post. When I looked back, she had her back pressed against the corner of the room, legs drawn up to her chest, rocking back and forth, staring at me with those wild animal eyes. "I love you, Annie," I said with as much dignity as I could manage. "But sometimes I just don't know how to deal with your behavior." She screamed. This long, loud, echoing screech like a siren. Her mouth was wide open, but her face was blank. I covered my ears, got out of the room, and closed the door behind me. I had to collect myself before I could go see Bill. He's been so odd lately, and I don't want to worry him anymore. I got a second plate of the macaroni and brought it to the bedroom. That's where he spent all his time, lying in bed. "Honey, I made dinner." He didn't answer, didn't even roll over to look. I picked up the plate from this morning, the food on it untouched, and put the new one down where he could reach it. "Annie's back. I found her in the park. She's pitching a fit in her room already." He must have heard the screaming. I always tried to keep her quiet and told her Daddy needed rest, but she never listened. Sometimes I wondered if he could even hear her. He never got up to see what was wrong. I knelt beside the bed and looked into his eyes. He stared back at me, not saying a word. He'd been like this ever since the first time Annie ran away. They'd been alone together. Then she had run off and he'd stopped talking. He laid down in bed and just never got up again. Lost his job and lost so much weight. He hardly even looked like the man I married. I kissed him on the forehead and I left. As soon as I closed the door behind me, I thought I saw him start to get up, but I guess I must have imagined it. Annie kept on with that awful screaming for hours. I stayed in the living room, sitting on our big three-person couch alone. I turned up the TV as loud as I could, played music, turned on the blender. I tried everything I could to drown out the awful screaming. It was like nails being driven into my ears, like spiders crawling up my neck, like ice water splashing on my legs. And finally it stopped. I thought maybe she finally tucked herself out, but then the scratching started, and that was almost worse. It started out quick, rhythmic, but got slower as time went on. Sometimes Annie would make a noise like she was crying again. I started to worry that she might be hurting herself, but I couldn't get that awful thing she had said to me or that wild look in her eyes out of my head. I just stayed in the living room and tried to sleep. I don't know how it got to be like this. I thought about taking her to a doctor, but they always give her these strange looks. It's gotten to where I don't dare go to the same doctor twice. I'm afraid they might be thinking of taking her away from me, of doing something awful to her. I know it sounds crazy, but I've thought about calling in a priest. The way she gets sometimes, like she doesn't even know me. She'll call out to people who aren't even there and shout names I don't know like they're real people. And there was that business with the kitchen knife. It wasn't the first time she's tried to hurt me. She smuggles rocks into the house and tries to hit me with them when my back is turned. And when she gets really wild, she'll bite and claw at me. Some days I start to wonder if she's my little girl, or something else, wearing her face, haunting me. After a long time, the scratching stopped and everything got quiet. I sighed with relief. The house is so much nicer when it's quiet. I looked at the clock and could hardly believe how late it was, and she must have finally fallen asleep. When I looked over at her door, I saw the light still on through the cracks. Quiet as I could, I tiptoed over. I would just peek in, turn off the light, and maybe give her a kiss goodnight. I opened the door just a crack, but that was all it took. She slammed through, knocking me to the floor, and scrambled away. "Annie, stop!" I shouted. She was going right to our bedroom, making so much noise I was sure it would wake Bill up. She shoved through the door, and I ran after. But inside, she was just standing there, staring at the bed. "Sweetheart, Daddy's sleeping." She started screaming again, even louder than before. She pointed at Bill and screamed and screamed. I shushed her and tried to tell her he was sleeping, but she wouldn't stop. She screamed and screamed, and the sound pierced through me, tore apart every nerve in my body. I covered my ears and scratched at my face, and soon I was screaming too, just as loud as she was. I took her up in my arms, and we screamed together. I hugged her as tight as I could, squeezed her to me, wishing I could do something, anything, to make it stop. I held her so close, I could feel her heartbeat. How soft and quiet it was, growing quieter and quieter. She stopped screaming, there in my arms, and soon I stopped too. I sank to my knees, holding my little girl in my arms, stroking her hair. I don't know how long we stayed like that. It was so dark in the bedroom. I looked down at Annie, but it wasn't Annie at all. I was holding one of my dolls. I must have fallen asleep holding her there, and she put a doll in my arms instead. It was a funny doll, one I didn't remember having. It had such lovely blonde hair. I felt so silly, holding that doll like that for who knows how long. I got up and carried it to the closet where I kept the other dolls, and I laid it there. There were so many dolls, and they were all so big I was starting to run out of room. But I couldn't throw them out. They were so pretty. Such lovely little dolls. They all looked different, but every single one of them reminded me of Annie. I checked around the house, but she was gone. She must have been very upset to run away twice in just 2 days. I got my coat on and got ready to look for her again. Before I left, I went back to the bedroom to check on Bill. Somehow, all the noise hadn't bothered him at all. I touched his forehead, but he didn't seem any different. My fingers stuck a little bit, and there was some funny green stuff left on them afterward. I wiped it off on the bed and said goodbye. It was such a lovely day outside. I took a deep breath of fresh air. I love our house, but every once in a while, I notice the worst smell in there. Somewhere off in the distance, I heard the sound of children laughing. It was so nice to hear after all that awful noise last night. Maybe Annie thought so too. I followed the laughter. I'm done now.
That was a good reading.
That gave me chills. That was very well
impressive.
done.
I love that story.
I love that story. Great.
That is an amazing story.
It's wonderful.
I feel so bad for the kid though.
Oh yeah, all those kids. Jesus.
Oh, I cannot hear Duke or Wendy.
Oh,
I
Hello?
don't say anything.
Hello?
Read-
I don't think.
Oh, are they not? I see
Hello?
their green lights going off.
Hello?
Wolfie's talking.
I can't hear her. I'll be right back.
Weird.
Woo!
Goddamn
Some
button.
serious spooks
Okay,
going
there we
on.
go.
Woo!
I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Ghost Wolfie!
I was trying. I turned off my actual mic because it's a lot easier than turning it off in Discord and on the stream. So I was like, yeah, I'll just turn it off, here.
Yeah.
And since
I'm
it's dark
getting,
in my
like,
room, I couldn't even
now.
find it. I couldn't find it after.
Oh,
Jesus.
Oh dear.
So that was very spooky.
Yeah,
that was enjoyable.
Yeah,
Was?
that was
I
good.
Very
up a
much so.
couple times and I was like, fuck. God damn it.
I couldn't tell.
it was definitely done very nicely.
I've read it 1,000
Oh god,
times.
Twitch is wildly changing from dark to light mode. It's so spooky. Happy Halloween. Oh dear.
Oh boy.
I don't think that's a feature.
I don't think so
I don't
either.
think they're flickering the lights, Desichka.
I think it's a glitch.
Oh!
Glitch!
Maybe it's a glitch ghost. Ooh.
True.
Oh,
All right.
shit. Has anyone died on stream before? Could be
I-
real.
Think that they have.
Yeah.
That it has
Remember,
happened.
as long as the person is not recorded dying and posted on the internet, they cannot haunt the interwebs. That's the rule.
Oh. What
They're
about all
rules.
those?
Anyone died.
What about all those
Spoiler.
YouTube prank videos where they accidentally killed their best friend or whatever?
It's just a prank, bro!
Oh, well, all of those people
Dead.
are dead.
Are they hunting YouTube now? Or
Yeah.
Maybe.
They're hunting their friends and killing them in prank videos.
no wonder YouTube's going to shit.
Yep.
All the
Too many
pranksters,
Explains
ghosts.
everything.
all the pranksters are dying off. That's what's making YouTube go shit.
Oh god, Desi's glitching.
It's a haunted burial
I
ground.
wanna haunt the internet. Desi, you're awesome.
Uh,
Oh, does it?
Alright. Yes, Desi, I give you permission to haunt the internet. Alright, so you're upcaged?
indeed.
Yeah.
Alright, mute my mic again so that I don't mess it up.
This will be a reading of a good friend of mine's story featuring Keyblade. The wind bit through his ragged fleece pullover, the only protection he had against the harsh winter night. Purchased it from last month had just shut down, and his budget would not permit a shopping spree at the Daisy Mart in town. The shrunken head business wasn't exactly booming at the moment. A sigh of relief as he opened the door to his house. A one-room wooden block that used to house the gardener when there was still a full-time tender to the mansion across the lawn. Were closed 8 years ago after the longtime tenant, infamous artist Thelma O'Cleary, hanged herself from the bedroom window. Were found butchered in the basement the next day, most of their arms stitched to their backs, as the local paper had called them. To step foot upon the ground since then. There was a local research society that came snooping around every Halloween. Plans for them this year, and he didn't foresee them being a problem. Beverly, the saleswoman who was planning on reopening the mansion as a tourist spot, and Chadwick, the real estate agent who handled the property, be one of his top customers. The kettle on his one-eyed stove began to whistle, and he picked it up, eager to get something hot in his tummy. Much to do tonight. A potential client was scheduled to arrive in just a few minutes, and he would be outside once again. Shudder. 60-year-old men had no business being outdoors on such sinister January nights. He should be curled up in his cot, dreaming of pretty girls and the perfect frozen yogurt. Always made him nervous as well. Few understood his line of work and the magic behind it. His only advertisement was word of mouth, which usually weeded out the people who were only looking for stories. Still drifters who happened upon his cabin by overhearing someone talk about his trade. Drifters who had just had to see his beloved, treasured garden. He, of course. Their only leverage was threatening to tell authorities and having him arrested. The police didn't scare him. To tend to his crops did. Just the way he liked it. It warmed his insides, giving him new life. His gnarled, wrinkled fingers had trouble gripping the cup's handle. with both hands, letting the liquid drip onto his toothless gums. But wait. He opened his current library book, paged history on the Grand Inquisition, and scanned over the notes he had scribbled in between paragraphs. He had earned his degree 20 years ago, but he had yet to cease being a student of humans and their actions. Up into the 15th century, witchcraft and torture made his glands salivate. He couldn't believe that people still turned horror novels when there was so much terror that had happened in the real world. Even the Bible. The door. Sound brought him back to reality. He set it face down on his desk, sliding the chair. To the front door, but he took them slowly, stretching the muscles in his legs in preparation for the long walk ahead. Timothy opened the front door and lost his breath. This time, however, it was the person standing in front of him. Standing in front of him. She couldn't have been more than 16 years old. Scratched with light traces of acne, her dirty blonde hair and pigtails. And in greeting, and he saw her nails were painted hot pink. Everything about her screamed adolescence.
Very late, you know.
Sure that this was not the person he had been waiting for.
What can I do for you?
My name is Elizabeth, she said. And head. Blinked. Lollipops. Wandered onto his property were either goths with red eyes and smudged lipstick, or bottle-glass nerds. Looked as she had stepped out of a Hello Kitty catalog. In the dark, he could make out a unicorn necklace. Right? She asked after several seconds went by. It's very chilly out here. Several moments. The girl was serious. Chadwick had told him about. The one who was going to drop a lot of cash for a specific head he had been growing. Cole been thinking. He had held open the door for her and she walked inside.
How about putting your stuff down? We're going back outside in just a minute. Just let me get some things.
The house, her eyes resting on a painting of Vlad Dracula. Cool, she muttered. Out of the house and sat down on his desk. And began reading the back cover. Timothy felt very vulnerable. This little twit was invading his personal space, and grumpy old men had few things other than their own space. Anyway. So this isn't where you make them, is it? Taking another look around at his barren abode.
No, it is not. I never discuss my profession with anyone, especially little girls.
I'm a lot older than you think, she said, and hopped off the desk. Tell you about me? Timothy frowned, so she knew Chadwick personally. Simply kick her out. Things would have to go according to plan, and that made him very nervous indeed. Care for his lack of response. He told me about
Tell me about you.
Oh, good. He told me about you, Timothy, and how you grow them here. Her eyes drifted out a single window in the mansion. But I want to know more. Ferocity, he almost squirmed. Best to just get this over with, he decided. Show her the garden and let her get what she wants. Otherwise, Chadwick wouldn't have recommended her. And she must be trustworthy as well, despite her youthful appearance and flappy tongue. Front door and shoved his hands into his pullover, keys and flashlight tucked into his pocket.
On.
He said.
Yeah.
The garden was a long one. When he had first started his planting several years ago, he had tried places closer to his cabin, the soil to be inadequate. The place he had finally settled on was where Thelma O'Cleary had buried her workers over a number of years. He suspected there was something about the remains that caused the heads to bloom faster and more powerful than they usually would. To understand such arcane magic, he only knew that it worked. As they walked, Timothy tried to ignore her, but the information she possessed was very disturbing. The entire process of making the shrunken head, how to remove the parts of the brain, the temperature it needed to be boiled at, polish the eyeballs. It had taken him 6 years in the army to even gain such an introduction to such things, and she had probably had yet to graduate high school. The only thing I need to know is how you grow them. Nobody else does that. You're the only one who takes your heads and buries them in the earth.
Told you.
You don't discuss your profession. I get it. I need to know. He reached the edge of the woods. The mansion had shadows, barely visible in the distance. He began following the dirt trail that led to his garden, careful to make a couple random turns along the way, so the girl would not remember the way there. Hunting trails in the forest, and he had scouted out all of them. When he heard the sound of running water, they were nearing a river. That meant the garden was only several hundred yards away. That it has to do with moon phases, Elizabeth said. Her voice was softer, not as jubilant as before. It was biting into him, too. I'm used to the weather this time of year. Age was against him. Reprieve. He should have asked for the money first, he realized. The awkwardness of the girl's age was throwing his routine off. He cursed himself for being such a fool, and made a mental note to leave a rather nasty message on Chadwick's voicemail the next morning. He'd be displeased, but it would only be for a short time. Timothy knew he had become too valuable for him to lose. They reached the clearing in the woods. Elizabeth gasps. A few steps to the left. Most people vomited when they first saw his garden. It was each of them comprised of 8 to 12 heads. Men and women, young and old, black and white, ugly and handsome. He had a fine selection. Face up in the soil, their eyes staring into the naked moon above. Earthworms crawled over their faces, but the flesh itself was unharmed. Temptation to drive away all the predators in this part of the forest. He stooped over the first head. He stood bend so he could stroke the lady's hair. He had received it in the mail yesterday from India. Line these days. It had taken the head shrinking business to a new height. The rose, taking a quick glance at all the heads. She was moving quickly, and Timothy was thankful for that. She was probably feeling weak in the stomach, Timothy thought, and smiled. Side of a decapitated cranium without having their organs swarm. Now, he hoped she would just point one and take it, or maybe just chicken out entirely, in which Timothy would still demand his money, and then be able to blast Chadwick in the morning. A free month's rent. It was almost certain that was going to happen when the girl came to the last head. For several seconds before pointing at it, her head turned towards him. She said. She went to pick it up, but he yelped at her for her to stop.
I will do it. It'll be yours soon enough.
From his coat, and once again bent down into the soil. The girl's choice was a middle-aged woman, short brown hair, hazel eyes, a sprinkling of freckles around her nose and cheeks. She had been in his garden for several months now, unclaimed by any of his regular customers. Another few weeks and she would have been disposed of.
Take it, Chadwick can explain everything to you. You already have your bottle of formaldehyde at home to keep it in.
The girl spat out. Her voice had grown husky, somehow disturbed.
3 days. Changes habitat from time to time. It'll bring you luck and other fortune.
I know, Elizabeth said. Jonathan saw she was shaking uncontrollably, her pupils big as marbles. He had to take his time, however. one wrong slip of the finger, and it would all be for naught. Eyes was unmistakable. The moon offered him just enough light to show the fire within them. He lowered his own eyes and saw that her hands were clenched into tight balls, her feet edging back and forth on the grass. Anyone this anxious before? Normally they were calm and subtle and totally freaked out.
When the head begins to talk, it may tell you things you don't want to hear. You have to remember that this is not a person at all. It is something from the earth, another being entirely.
Oh, she said, her impatience clearer than ever.
Never show or give it your head to anyone. If you want to destroy it, there is a very strict ritual you must follow. I have written it down back at the cabin.
It didn't appear she was listening. He only wanted to get back to his cabin and curl into a ball, maybe hibernate for the rest of the winter, and wait until spring, when his heads would be 100 times bigger than they were now. He cut the roots that were holding the head to the ground and gripped it in his wrinkled old hands. It was as white and as smooth as the day she had died. Up and held the head out to Elizabeth. She cradled it. It fell down her left cheek. She brought the head to her lips and kissed it on the forehead. From the bottom, and she folded them around her hand, her touch as gentle as fallen leaves. Even he wasn't this sick. Are you ready? Her voice had returned to normal. Timothy couldn't move. He was flabbergasted at her response and didn't know how to react.
Who the hell are you?
My name's Elizabeth, the girl said. She held the head up to him. She was my mother. It was a long walk back to the cabin. That was fun.
It was very fun.
Nice.
Sorry about the hiccup.
That
I
was
didn't mean
well
to
done.
cut you off.
It was perfectly fun. Also, I can't hear anyone again.
Oh, god damn it.
It's always something.
Alright.
I got a little distracted because my sister comes in and she gives me this thing, and the first thing I see is the county court, and I'm like, ah, shit. And I look, and it's like, official jury summons.
Oh no.
The spookiest thing of them all.
I guess you got a trick instead of a treat.
And, you know.
Alright.
It's whatever. I don't do anything anyways.
Okay. I'm nervous. It's my turn, I think, isn't it?
You got this. Don't worry about it.
Alright. I need to change my music for this. Alrighty.
You got this.
Oh, I'm nervous. This is an original work. I wrote this last week or the week before. I'm looking for something specific in my playlist. Why does it decide to hide from me now? Oh, here we go. Original story, do not steal. No, you can steal it. It's kind of shit. Alright, I need to turn off the rain. I need to focus. Okay, so the title is called Username Saya. It's not a novel idea from anyone that people suffering from loneliness, IRL, often seek out company on the internet. A vast sea of people funneled by interests, even to some extent personality. The world on the web has rapidly become rapidly almost as complex as the world around it, forming cultures and communities with small tribes that feud and large fan bases that rally together. Now, in the quiet of this black, cold night, it's natural to wonder if the internet is developing its own ghosts and monsters, too. It's hard to live in a place that no one understands you. I was never great at making friends around me. Classmates, coworkers, random strangers that drift past you before you even process them. They all seemed unreachable and uninteresting to me. However, in the late-night chats from strangers on online chat rooms and forums, I found something. Instead of the monotony and nothingness of the real world, I felt a drive. There was something exhilarating about the anonymity. I found fulfillment beyond anything I could imagine seeking in those physically near me, pleasures outside of any degree of propriety that would be tolerated by the boring mainstream culture surrounding my bedroom. But most of these connections would form and break quickly, just becoming a blur of experiences, instant gratifications. And then there was Saya. I met at around 4 in the morning on a weekend, in the chat of an odd, disjointed stream of a strange and obscure game I've since either forgotten or blocked out of my memory. The chat was fast, far from empty, maybe a couple 100 viewers. But Saya stood out to me. A few playful remarks to each other in the public chat led us into private messaging. My God. She was electrifying. Radiant, even. Cold in her speech with a slicing sense of sarcasm, a biting sense of humor. She spoke in riddles and mysteries, making me work for any small droplet of information, yet managing to keep me trying, keep rolling the dice with words I could say, trying to gamble in the rigged game of trying to get more from her. I found out quite a bit after hours of trying, after coming back to this little chat box of private messages night after night, between boring dull day after insipid, worthless day, burning the pale purple text of her username into the back of my head when I closed my eyes because I spent so long staring at it. She was 5 feet and 6 inches tall, lived somewhere with heavy snowfall in the winter and mild summers, in the Mountain Standard Time Zone. She was a Sagittarius, switching tones, in my opinion rapidly, from seductive to empathetic, to cold to fiery, to mischievous, sometimes blending them to the point where you wouldn't really know how she felt when she was saying something, rather, typing something. But over time I started to hear her voice in my head, as I read her words, a soft, silken voice, laced in the same enigma that shrouded her. During the day, I was growing distracted. During the night, I had no rest. Even while I was asleep, it seemed like I was still puzzling over her. She was 20 years old. She was a dancer once, but she no longer performed. She used to do quite a bit of painting when she was younger, but those works were lost to time. That meant her father threw them into the fire. She once liked jazz, but now she's more into electronic music. But when I asked her which artists, she named artists I recalled being popular a number of years ago. When I named more recently popular artists, she seemed not to recognize their names at all. She said if we were to ever find each other in person, she'd gladly make out to me the tune of it, though. Before I could get more about that, I was lost in the sexual hallucination of imagining all of the little details of her body she'd described at times before, and continued my quest to uncover tantalizing detail at the agonizingly yet alluringly slow pace she revealed such information. The other girls I'd been talking to started feeling ignored. Their usually interesting and satisfying banter became boring to me. I could only think of Saya. She started asking me if I cared about her at all, what I was to her. Asked if I'd tear her to pieces if we met. I swore to her I wouldn't. I tried to convey, in cold characters, what I'd have said in tender whispers. I'd never been more fascinated by someone in my life. She said she was unclean. I asked what she meant. She went offline. I was thrown into a stormy and torturous sleep of tossing and turning, seeing what my imagination forged of her image from her descriptions, flickering and flitting around in shadow. I started entirely missing tasks at work. My mother called, said I hadn't given her updates on how I've been doing in 2 months. I was disturbed by this change in me, but somehow I didn't care. Saya. 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 Our chats have been growing more and more heated and passionate now, but I've lost the details to time. Her response time started to vary more than it ever had before. There were pauses. I longed to hear her, really this time. I asked if she had a mic of any kind. She told me she had one once, and if I played my cards right, she'd go find it again. Crimson, gold, brown, emerald leaves started falling, and for the first time in my life, I didn't give a shit. Saya. Saya. Saya! She asked me how I felt about women who'd been defiled. I asked what she meant. She said some deep part of me probably knew. She was right. I slept again and saw her pain, black scars over areas I'd imagined pristine, somehow making her even more tempting. I felt sick with myself, but she laughed and didn't seem to care. She said I'd have enjoyed her screaming nevertheless. The cold feeling in my stomach didn't dissipate for days. I started scanning for her to come online during the day. She never did. So as the sun was up in every idle moment, I'd replay all the things we said through my head over and over again, trying to find patterns, trying to find a way in, into what? I wasn't sure. October's chilly winds, once a favorite thing of mine to walk in, became annoying to me. Everything was a waste of time except for Saya. I remember the date. Despite all the rest of time being condemned to a blur, it was the 27th of October. I felt energized during the day for the first time in a long while. Started talking to strangers, started focusing on work, called my mother. Say was still on my mind through all of it, but I cherished the sunny day for some reason, not quite rushing as fast into the night as I would have normally. Maybe some part of me felt like this would be my last day. I sat down at my desk, logged on, and immediately opened the conversation with Saya. This is the only conversation I remember in any sort of detail. Other than that, it's just been fragments littered all over my mind like shattered glass, shards burying into the flesh of my brain. We opened with the usual pleasantries, asking each other how the day was, and her always vague response, and then things turned serious. "How would you like to spend forever with me?" she asked, but this time, I really thought I heard echoes of her voice resonating through my head, even though all I could receive were typed words on a screen. I took a deep breath and told myself that, but I could still hear her voice, soft with just a bit of rasp, inexplicable. I hesitated, trying to find a good answer to the question. "Well, I don't know," I murmured to myself as I typed the same words. "We still have a lot of each other to get to know. Well, I know enough. I want to stay with you." Her voice was more present in my head. I looked away from the screen, trying to straighten myself out. "It's impossible. You can't hear her." "I don't even know where to find you," I explained. "How would we even find each other?" "I've already found you. That's all we need." Loud and clear. Even the rational part of me couldn't dispute it. I could hear her. "What do you mean you've already found me? You're creeping me out, Saya." I take a deep breath, a pause, and then write, "Also, why can't I hear you?" "All I needed was your username," she chuckled. "Besides, even if you looked, you're never going to find me. Not where you'd know where to search." A pause. "Saya, I'm being serious." "I've been dead for 3 years." Her voice was deadpan. All of my blood ran cold suddenly. All of the color in the world seemed to run out of the window's pale light, except for that purple username. "I left on my own terms. That's all that ever was, on my own terms. No one understands. They didn't even understand what they all did, but you understand, don't you?" I could hear the smile in her voice now. You're gonna stay with me forever, right? That's not funny, Saya. If you're joking around like that, you should get some help. I closed my eyes after hitting enter, telling myself this was all just a prank in poor taste. 'Tis the season for stupid jokes, right? I've found help. I've found you. I heard her voice. My eyes were closed. Not a prank. My eyes flew open. My hands flew from my face to the keyboard. And I'd read the type that was normally white on the black background in blood red. What's happening? Oh, come on. You don't want to get to know me more intimately. You've been saying that for so long. What are you? I'm Saya. Smiley face. No. What are you? Suddenly, all of the power went out in the apartment. Every light off. Even my battery-powered devices switched to darkness. My alarm clock started to blink 00.00. My computer turned itself back on, but it was full screen. Just the chat box with Saya and I. Her text was blood red, apart from the pale purple username. You know what a ghost is, right? She asked, her chuckle echoing my head. Well, imagine if those existed on the internet. If someone, while living, was so emotionally tied to a place built on the web, a place where she was defiled, tortured, and yet a place she belonged. How are you doing this? I screamed at the screen, forgetting to type. But I guess she heard anyway, because she started typing in response, those 3 dots pulsating. Those few who know I exist describe me like a virus, jumping from one host to the next, perpetuating myself. But I prefer to just think of myself as very lonely, looking for a warm place to spend my time stuck on Earth. And you've been so warm and inviting. What the hell do you want from me? I hissed through my teeth. My computer suddenly made an angry beeping sound. My alarm clock went dark, and then revived again, reading 99.99 in vermilion red, a change from its normal, soothing green. I'm going to rip out your soul and occupy the space that's left behind, she growled. And it's too late to stop me. Immediately, I felt like there was a pulse of electricity running through my hand, up my arm, straight into my chest. I yanked my body away from this sheen. I felt a strange emptiness, void, seeping into my consciousness. Not hot, not cold, not pain, nor comfort, just oblivion. I have no idea how I was able to do this. But I got up, in all the shock, stumbled out of my apartment. I didn't even bother locking it behind me, ran downstairs in a feverish scramble as parts of my vision started to flicker and glitch like an old security camera. I rushed through the apartment lobby and tripped, falling straight into the fountain. I couldn't breathe for a moment, not even realizing I hit water. I felt something scream and recoil inside me. And then I was aware of pain, searing pain in my shoulder, knee, head, where my body had met the tile and concrete of the fountain. I reared up my head, opened my eyes, saw my nose running blood in the once pristine water, my soaked clothes. I was dizzy with panic. Security personnel, eyebrows raised, helped me out of the fountain and then into an ambulance, where they kept me overnight and psychologically evaluated me. Apparently I'd been talking nonsense. When I re-entered my apartment, it was like nothing had ever happened. I never revisited the site that I found Saya. I started to reconnect with my family and friends, with people I hadn't spoken to in years. I visited more positive chats, trying to feel normal again. But it's hard to feel normal when you feel something inside you, just barely hanging on by a thread. My soul. And Saya had almost torn it straight out. I now live in my life in this state of semi-emptiness, fighting to stay where I am, trying to be in every moment when it feels like I'm always a breath away from slipping off. I know you might not believe my story, but please take my warning. Beware the monsters on the internet, of both the supernatural and unfortunately natural kind. Beware of Saya. Of both the supernatural and unfortunately natural kind. Finished. Beware of Saya.
Wow. I am stunned.
Well done.
Yay!
Wow.
I found the button
I
again.
am stunned.
Didn't take me as long.
It was fantastic.
That was a rush. I was doing a lot of that.
Very well.
What?
You read that very well.
Thank you. That's the first time I've done a read of it, by the way. I just wrote it. I didn't bother reading it out loud first. My room started glowing red and I was scared, but it was just some taillights or whatever from outside. Sorry, Desi.
Oh.
That's terrifying.
It's actually raining where I'm at, so...
Just kidding.
Oh god. I gave myself chills. That was spooky.
All the spooks.
I got way more into it than I thought I would. Oh, that's going on YouTube. I want to hear myself say it again. Okay. And I didn't do that badly on time, too. You got super spoogled, Desi?
Ooh, spoogled.
Oh, now to put on relaxing music.
The spoogle.
Spoogled.
Spoogled.
Oh.
Okay. So, do we have any more stories?
That's all I wrote. I put everything I
That's all
had
she wrote.
on. Yeah.
Same exact thing.
Alrighty. Oh.
Let's see.
I was so nervous. I don't know why I was nervous.
It's not something easy to do.
Mooney!
Mooney's back. Hi, Mooney.
Maybe.
You have silence.
I can't hear her.
Possible. I don't hear them either.
I unfortunately have to get going now. It is past 8:30.
Yeah, get some
sorry,
sleep.
Paige.
Engaged.
Get some sleep, Gage.
And I actually
well.
wanted to stay up and hear you.
Aww. That means a lot, Cage. Thank you.
I was looking forward to a lot of this, so I don't mind.
Hey, it was
Yeah.
nice
Have a
having
good
you,
night,
Gage.
everyone.
Take care.
Fighting me.
Happy Halloween.
And happy Halloween.
A fucking cute laugh. Holy shit. Jesus.
This is so packaged. Let me see.
My sentence structure is really weird sometimes.
I mean, you know, it is what it is. Have a
Sometimes
good
it's
Then everyone-
fragmented, but that's the mood of the piece. So
Yeah. No, but there were some, like, I was reading out loud, and there were some parts where I had to, like, change the meaning of what I said so that I could pronounce it. Like, I was just like, my eyes were looking at it, and I'd be like, what? Changing this. Like, for instance, it was supposed to be, like, making out with them to the sound of music, but instead I said making out the music, which didn't retain the meaning.
It did not.
No worries. Still wonderful.
It didn't matter, but
I-
just confessions of the author.
I was like making out the music. I was like, okay, you know, that's an interesting way of saying that, but cool. But now that you say, I'm like, man, you failed.
Yeah, I failed. Like,
But,
that was the one time I just flat out failed.
But as I've learned in theater, whenever you mess up, the best thing you can do is just go, I failed, and do a quick bow.
Alright. Oh, so now what do we do?
Up to
We
you.
can pick up, more Quiplash or XYZZY, whichever.
I'm thinking because I do know of one I guase it's called a folk tale from a few years
Oh, wait.
back.
No, Duke. Duke tell a story.
Duke tell story?
Story time with Duke.
Okay. My memory is a little iffy on like all of the details because I ended up hearing it back when I was, oh gosh, only like 12 or 13. I can't remember.
You chopped yourself on a vent, Desi?
Ooh, Desi, why are you always hurting yourself?
I don't know, man. You gotta watch yourself. Oh.
Yeah, so, oh gosh, let me, of course, the other idea is that I can always do an improvised, story based upon things that you guys give me. One of the two.
That could be interesting.
Yeah. You know, either or.
Do you think you could think of a sequel to mine or something? I don't know. I'm just throwing out random ideas.
I would have to actually, like, read it.
Right. I'm sorry, I was spooked by it, so I touched it and it was sharp. God damn it, Desi. Oh, I'm scared of this thing. Let me touch it. I worry about you.
I did that with a snake one time. It bit me.
Oh dear, what kind of snake?
A venomous one. That's why she's here now.
Yeah, I'm dead actually.
Yeah. We've
Patty
all
is a
known.
ghost.
I'm
Is
sad.
it like a garter snake? Like, where what, like...
No, it's a gardener snake.
Yeah, it was one of those.
Oh,
One
those
of
are
the ones that
harmless.
Kill me.
She's dying right now.
Yeah.
I poked it to see if there was anything in it.
Desi,
Desi.
why?
It was a coral snake. If it was a coral snake, I will riot. I love you.
Coral snakes honestly aren't that bad.
They're venomous.
They aren't that bad.
You mean milk snakes.
They aren't that bad. Do not fuck a coral snake, only fuck milk snake.
Oh, God.
Desi told me about that, actually.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Hey, Trolley's here. Maybe.
Trolley. BB.
Join in this call, you bitch. Let me see. But yeah, I guess I could tell this story. I'll tell it to the best of my abilities, I suppose. But let's wait until Trolley's in here. Just so, you know, he doesn't join and it's like, hey, people, while I'm telling the story.
That would be so funny.
It would be amazing if he said it when that was the next line. But, you know, I don't think
I
that's
can
gonna
give you
happen.
Snake 101, Desi, but that's not what you received. I
I
can do that, though.
I'm
I can do that.
I'm actually slightly horrified because I remember going on to Twitch one time and seeing a post
Not
of a...
snake fucking.
Or not Twitch, going on to Tumblr one time and actually seeing that.
What? Snake
Snake.
fucking?
Yeah, well, they... Not like... They were using the mouth, and it was definitely a dude. And it was terrifying. I would remember going, I'm not going on Tumblr for a long time now.
Oh, God.
Yeah, no,
The
it...
poor snakes.
I think the snake probably died from that.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's, like, illegal. They shouldn't.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we are in a call now, Trolley. Get in there. Jesus Christ, Daddy.
Join us, Trolley. Join us.
I'm not sure if you should join.
us, Trolley. Join us.
I don't see any.
Fuck.
You don't
Fuck.
see a
Fuck.
call?
How do we fucking...
Missed a call from Mr. Trolldemort. Oh, that's
What
a
the
thing. Oh, you
fuck?
know what? Here, let me
Wait a
see if I
minute.
can do
I got
this.
it. I got it. Wait, what? Why is he not... What? Why is he what?
What?
He's not on my friends list. Did he fucking remove me? What?
Should we
I-
restart the call?
He
Probably.
might be appearing offline.
No, he's online.
Yeah, he is.
Mooney!
Yeah, I've been here a while.
I'm trying to ring him, but it won't let me.
That's weird.
Should we restart the call?
I think so. I'm here, but I don't see any call going on. Yeah, let's restart the call.
Okay.
Oh,
Doo-doo.
damn, look at all these people.
Okay.
Yep.
Hello?
We have Trolley. Yes.
Hey,
Charlie!
Okay, we fixed the problem.
cool.
You just missed
Right,
the.
right on black, do a frack.
Oh god. I'm gonna regret teaching her about milk snakes and coral snakes for the rest of my natural life, aren't I?
Probably.
Look how you guys both said that.
Yeah? Desi.
Dizzy!
Okay, so I guess I'll tell a story then?
Yeah, I mean, that
I
works.
didn't come up with any stories, so.
It's okay.
Yeah, honestly, this is... I'm just going back on a fucking folk story from, like, forever ago. I remember it was during the housing market crash. Which...
That was a spooky time in and of itself.
It was.
I mean, I wouldn't remember.
I don't either.
So yeah, I'll probably be like...
Yeah, I was like, like 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
So I'll probably be switching up some like some names just because I don't remember them.
That's fine.
Yeah. But other than that, I remember the gist of the story. So yeah. So back in back during the housing market crash, there was a family by the name of Jones, and they had a daughter named Samantha. So Samantha's family decided that they were going to go on a road trip, and for the next few days, Samantha was going to be alone at home, which she didn't really mind it at all. She was a 15-year-old. What did it matter? That's really all you wanted as a teenager, after all, just to get away from your family and have a place all to yourself. Trolley, go on mute.
Oh, sorry.
No problem. So, around that same time, the Joneses' next door family, who we'll call the Fergusons, were taking a vacation as well. They, were packing up their vehicle, and as they were heading out, even said goodbye to Samantha as the two families ended up going on their vacations together. So, Samantha was a very she was a very technological child. She liked to spend her time on the internet, and over the course of the day their parents left, she ended up chatting with people online, and she ended up going to a chat room that was just about meeting new people, making new friends, and for the most part, it was all completely good. The next day, she ended up going to school, and she ended up inviting. She ended up talking with a whole bunch of her friends, about this new chat site that she ended up finding. How she was making new friends on it. Even though she didn't even really need them, she had plenty of friends outside of the internet. And she ended up telling her friend Jamie that she was she had a place all to herself, and she invited Jamie to come over at some point while her family was out. Well, she ended up coming home from school, and Jamie agreed. She was like, "Yeah, totally. I'll end up coming over." So, Samantha ended up coming home from school that day. She ended up going over to her computer, booted it up, and immediately went onto the chat site. Well, as she was talking on the chat site, she ends up getting a message from somebody who you know, of course she didn't know. And all it said was, "I'm watching. ... And she ended up saying several messages asking, "Who is this? Do I know you?" Of course I don't know you. Why would I know you? It's anonymous, doy. But the person just didn't respond. She was just left there with the missing, "I'm watching." Well, you know, people pull that stuff. You know, no reason to really think too much on it. So she ended up going about her day normally, you know, just doing her own thing. So the next day, she ended up once again going to school, and Jamie ended up coming back to her and was like, "Yeah, dude, I'll totally join you at your house. My parents gave me the go ahead. I'll be there tomorrow." And Samantha said, "Cool. After all, tomorrow was the weekend. Tomorrow was Saturday." So she goes through the rest of her day and she ends up coming back home. Turns on her computer. She goes onto the chat site. She's, you know, chatting with people. And then she gets another message from the same person. It says, "I'm watching. ... I'm waiting. ... And once again, since this isn't the same occurrence, she freaks out a little. She ends up responding, Who are you? What are you doing? Who is this? Please tell me." She doesn't get a response. The person is adamant about just sending these messages, and of course, again, it can just be blown down to, "This is weird. This is just a weird guy and he's just playing a trick on me. I don't know what's going on." So she tries to just ignore it, and she decides to get away from the chat site for a few days, you know, over the weekend. Her friend's gonna be coming, so she'll be distracted, so she doesn't have to get on the chat site. So she ends up logging out, and she says, "I'm not going onto the chat site." So the next day is the weekend. On Saturday, she gets out some food, and she's sending some text to her friend, Jamie, asking like, "Yo, when you gonna be down?" And Jamie responds, "You know, about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock," and she's like, "Cool." So Samantha is waiting, and she ends up getting everything set up at about 7:30. Around 8 o'clock comes around, and she's waiting. She's waiting. She's waiting. 8:30, she's still waiting. 9 o'clock, she's still waiting. She sends a message to her friend Jamie and asks, "Where are you?" She doesn't get a response. She waits a bit longer, and, you know, she just decides to do her own thing for a bit. She's lounging on the couch, watching some TV, sends another message, "Hey, we were hanging out today, right?" She doesn't get a message. Around noon comes around, and she realizes that, okay, her friend's not coming, something probably came up, so she goes over to her computer. She turns it on, and she's trying to stay away from the chat site, but she opens up her emails, and she looks, and there's another email there. She opens it up, and it says, "I'm watching, I'm waiting, I'm ... She looks at it in terror for a moment before her phone buzzes with a text message. She quickly flips it open, and it's from Jamie, and she has a moment of relief until she opens up the text messages, and it says, "I'm ... her eyes widen as she quickly freaks out. She ends up going to call 911 when she ends up looking out the window, and she sees some movement coming from her neighbor's house. She ends up looking and she doesn't see their car there. She calls the police and she says, and she ends up telling them that there's somebody in the house next door. The police end up showing up, and she explains that the family next door have gone on vacation. They aren't supposed to be back yet. And there's someone inside. The police end up doing a search of the premises, and they try and get in contact with the people from next door, the Fergusons, and they aren't getting anything. They end up telling Samantha that after searching the premises and even getting into the house, that there was no one there. Samantha explains that she's been getting strange messages on the internet, and they tell her, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that. And that it should just be brought down to, it's probably just somebody playing a trick, and she ends up showing them their phone, and they said, we'll look into it. Which is essentially the cop way of saying, you're being paranoid, kid. So, Sunday comes around and she hasn't gotten a message from Jamie. She's even gotten to the point where she is scared for Jamie's life. She ends up trying to ignore everything until about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, just before midnight. Her phone buzzes, and she picks it up, and it's a text from Jamie. She breathes for a moment, and it says, "I'm okay." She has a breath of relief. And she gets another reply that says, she gets another text that says, "I'm okay. Are you okay? I heard police were at your house." She says, "Yeah, I'm okay. Sorry. I thought somebody was in the house next door. And since you didn't end up, you didn't come by, I thought something had happened to you." And she gets the reply, "Why would something bad happen to me?" And she ends up saying, "Somebody's been messaging me for the past few days, and it has me very paranoid. And they keep leaving very ominous messages." Jamie sends the text. Did they look something like, "I'm watching, I'm waiting, And Samantha ends up widening her eyes, and she looks at it and she says, "Yeah. How'd you know?" And there's a long silence before the message is sent. "I'm here." That's it.
Of course you end it with that friggin' laugh. Well done.
Yeah, of course, technically there is a bit more to it.
Impressive.
There's a bit more, but I think as a scary story, it's
You
best
did
to
that all
end
by
it there.
recall?
I had to fill in a few parts, but for the most part, it's mostly recall.
Shit, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Again, technically there is a few missing parts. According to what I can remember, Samantha ended up going missing, and there was a break-in at her house, Jamie also went missing. And they also end up, after investigating, they found that the Fergusons were both dead in a ditch a few weeks later. And their keys, everything was missing. However, past that, they never ended up seeing the two teenagers again.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. So.
You gave the abridged version.
Yeah, I left it on a what I think is a spookier note.
Yeah.
A little bit.
But yeah, that's essentially the what I remember hearing. I think the place it happened in was actually Virginia, is where it happened.
No kidding.
Yeah. At least assuming I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, it was. I remember that story like haunting me as a kid, or as a preteen, because I was like, the internet's dangerous. And my sister used to go onto like random chat sites, and oh yeah, no, it freaked me the fuck out. But yeah.
I mean, I think we've all had scary instances on the internet, like where things.
It's a dark and cold place.
I've never had like the most I've had is strangers messaging me on like Kick, and it turns out that they're just bots that are like, "Yo, you want to see some sexy pics?" And I'm like, "No."
I'm kind of surprised how few bots have actually like messaged me on Twitch.
Yeah, I haven't.
Things only happened like once.
Never experienced that at all.
Caged and I were like, accosted by one, like, early September. We were accosted, by like a bot, like asking us very sexual questions.
Oh well, that's the thing. And
like, we weren't sure if it was a real person, and then we realized that they were giving us the same answers, especially because I said, you're barking up the wrong tree. I'm female. And they kept asking questions that didn't take that into account, and I was just like, you're a bot.
Yeah,
fuck that person.
I always, one of my more fun ones, it was like, I ended up getting a message on Kick, and I was like, and it was just like, hey, how are you doing today? And I was like, I was like, fuck it, I'll message them. I was like, I'm doing okay. It's been a bit of a shit day. And they're like, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I've been there before. And I was like, yeah, it sucks, but hey, what can you do? And she was like, you want to know what cheers me up? And I was like, what? And she was like, and then it went into the bot. So I thought it was a human, and then it went into the bot, and it was like, and it was like, visiting this site. More specifically, this link. If you pay, if you buy something on my wish list, I'll do something naughty for you. And I was like, you're a bot. How?
Yep.
I was like, can you please? I was like,
not.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not going to do that. And they were like, and they ended up getting to a point where they were like, you have to put in your credit card information, to prove that you're an adult. And I was like, that's stupid. I was like, that's stupid, and you and I both know it.
All for that shit.
And then it was like, are you in the chat? I think I see you. I'm like, I'm not going to the chat ever. And she was like, I see you. Remember to put in your credit card information. I was like,
oh god.
No, I don't think I am.
What the hell? Duzzy says, this random guy popped into my whispers and kept asking personal details, and I was like, haha, no. But for some reason, he told me his full name and age and also where he lived. And he lives right down the road. God damn, Duzzy.
Very desperate.
It's very scary. That happened to me on Skype. There's some random lady was like,
oh, I've had that happen.
What's going on? And I just found you randomly here, and the only person I found, I'm gonna talk to you. And I'm like, no, bye, I'm gay.
I think it's funny because I have a Tinder, and I essentially made a Tinder just to make fun of people on Tinder.
Fair enough.
Because it's like, you can't view profiles unless you have a Tinder. I was like, fine. because I come across some really good ones every so often. That are just like, where it's just like, oh my god, you're such a generic excuse for a woman.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Damn.
Yeah, no, like,
Damn, son.
I went there,
Shit.
and, you know, I was like, if you have a dog face, I was like, if you have a dog face, you know, as in, like, the filter, I was like, if you have the dog filter, if you have the same pose in every picture, if you put 420 friendly, and here's my reasoning, if somebody puts 420 friendly, what they actually mean is, yo, I smoke weed, I'm not gonna bring you any, but if you smoke, would you mind sharing with me?
Let's all smoke.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And, let's go on an adventure. Because let's go on an adventure translates to, hey, let's go on a date, you're paying.
Yep.
And not
Wait,
just,
really?
yeah. and not just any date, an expensive one. Like, it's not like, yeah, let's go to the hiking trail and go on a hike. They're like, let's go to the most expensive restaurant so I can try their fucking crème brûlée. And I'm like, no.
Crème brûlée, but yes.
Crème brûlée. Huh. Sorry, fucking French people and speaking in the back of their throat. But I was like, if you have any of these things, I'm not, you know, you're fucking generic and I want nothing to do with you. And then after a while I was like, you know what, here, let me actually try. And I deleted my bio and I put, I don't know, I'm an experienced dungeon master. And I've been getting a shit ton of likes from that.
oh no.
Like, people have been like,
Oh no.
I've just been like, nope. Because the thing is, you can either sign up for Tinder Prime so that you can see who likes you, or you can just use up your 100 likes per day, or like 12 hours, and hope that you match with one of these people, and see who the fuck they are. And I'm just like, I don't know, because maybe I can meet some really cool chick who likes Dungeons and Dragons. However, on the other spectrum, maybe this is just some like bot or some random person who you know who's just like super desperate. I don't know.
Desi's generic. She plays with Snapchat filters. Nah. You're fine, Desi.
You're fine, Desi.
Honestly, Desi, you're okay because there's more to you than just generic Snapchat filters and weed and going on adventures.
Just okay. Desi is awesome. Desi is power.
Yeah.
Desi is, yeah.
Desi's amazing.
Desi's funny.
That should be Desiree's new name. Desiree is amazing.
Yeah. It should just be Desiree is amazing.
Desi is amazeballs.
Maybe.
That works too. Maybe.
So there was a period where I was actually working for a 2 game reviews websites. Technically, I'm still a part of one, but I just don't write anything for them because they know I do Twitch streaming.
Right.
And one of them, it was like, yeah, you know, you write for us. You know, occasionally we'll give you games, and then we'll be like, you know, you write a review on it. And I was like, cool. So by all technicality, it ended up paying off because I wasn't getting paid for it, but I was getting games. And I got a total of like $100 in video games from it.
Oh.
I just like wrote, you know, I just wrote for it. And there was the senior editor. She was a pretty cool person. She would say amazeballs, and she and I would just like chat very often. And then I started up on Twitch, and she went back to college, and I was like, later. I've not talked to her fucking since. Good times. Good times.
I don't know. When I used to be on Skype, I would get like strange messages from like very interesting profile pictures.
Jesus.
Very interesting profile pictures.
I think the worst I've had on Skype was the profile picture was a pair of tits, and that was all there was to it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And to put it into perspective, these weren't even good tits. They were maybe like a 3 out of 10.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit, those are terrible tatas.
Yeah, that was actually probably what I said when I saw them. I was like, oh, those are terrible tatas. Tatas? And she was just like, and I can only imagine she had a smoker voice, so it probably went something along the lines of, hey, baby, do you want to try talking?
Oh, no!
And I was like, maybe if you remove the boobies from your profile picture and instead put your face, I might consider it. Which was very hypocritical because I had the picture of a fucking amazing pug picture. And she was like, I don't see what the problem is. And I was like, your boobies are terrifying. I'm going to have nightmares about your boobs later. You have scarred me for life. There are children on this website. And she was like, are you a child? And I was like, yeah, I am. You want to continue with this, or do I have to bring up the police? And then there was just no contact after that.
Yeah. That sounds just about right.
Yeah, I was like, I still imagine those boobs to this day.
Jesus.
They were like asymmetrical and saggy and
That made me think.
You know, like, I don't judge people based on their boobs, but when that's the only thing I can see about this person, I gotta judge you pretty harshly.
Judge him on the boobs.
Yeah, I gotta judge you pretty harshly, you know? Again, like, I just imagine she has smoker's voice. And that's actually when I first started doing the smoker's voice, because I went to school the next day and was, like, talking about it, and they got a lot of laughs out of it. Kick flashbacks, Skype flashbacks.
Unsolicited.
What even is Kick? I never heard of that.
You know,
I've never heard of Kick either until I met these guys.
Social media thing that people use to fuck each other.
Yeah.
Isn't that what Tinder's supposed to be?
No, Tinder is matching up with people, but then you fuck with them.
More just
Then you
random.
fuck them. You match with random people and then you fuck them. But you know, Tinder is with people that are within a radius of your current location, whereas with what do you call it? Like Kick,
That's
it's just
terrifying.
anybody. And
They match you to your friggin' location?
yeah, it requires you to have your location in order to match with people.
Oh. No.
Probably Twitch flashbacks, IDK. I'm not clicking those links in my whispers. No thanks.
That's fair. Yesterday I ended up going on to stream fails, and then like I noticed one and it was like NSFW, or no, like there was an entire like channel or Reddit subreddit called, you know, stream fails in parentheses NSFW, and I was like, let's see this, and I was just like, I know some of these streamers.
Oh no.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
And I was just like,
interesting.
yeah. I remember going, oh my goodness, I didn't know that this stuff happened. Charlie, you okay? Are you dying?
Oh, sorry, no, that's just from
Sounds
another
like an
room.
earthquake over there.
Do they have
Sounds like someone's moving
earthquakes
some
up there?
furniture.
I thought you were being attacked by a Yeti. Like, they have those up there, right? Yeah, just-
I'm sorry.
like,
Troy.
one was just standing outside your window going, goo, goo,
Oh, how spooky.
goo. And, like, I was waiting to hear, like, some glass breaking and for Trolley to be like, bring it, bitch! And just yelling, like,
I would
Ma, get the
be-
harpoon! Ma,
Oh my
get the
God.
shotgun!
Time for Phoenix Wright to get on the case. Takes out
Exactly.
like freaking
Yes.
suitcase and shotgun.
Has, like,
Just
dual...
like ready to fucking go.
has dual pistols in his suitcase, just like...
Just attached to the suitcase.
Sisters.
Yeah. I like to think it's like hanging off of his belt, and he's like, "Let's do this." And then like it's just like a close up on the briefcase that has a 9-digit code, and he just all 9 digits. It flies open.
Phoenix Wright, attorney from hell.
It flies open. He tosses the suitcase. It's in the air. The 2 pistols go flying out. He does a backflip, grabs them, and starts just shooting them as he's falling down. And then, like, he misses every shot, and then the Sasquatch is just like, I just want to borrow some sugar, man. Yeah, we're fucking Canadian. What'd you expect I was gonna do? And he's like, oh, sorry. The joke to
That
that
sounds pretty accurate.
the joke to it is that it ended with a sorry.
It's true.
Wait a minute. Are we doing fucking
Quiplash?
I can't even-
Are we doing that?
What?
Oh god.
Are
I
we
can't
doing
remember the
I don't know
word.
what we're doing.
What's the word? You guys, what is that game with the thing?
Quiet Year?
XYZZ. Oh, the Quiet Year.
Why?
The Quiet Year.
Wait, what?
No, it was the other one that's
of
impossible
Salem.
to say.
Town of Salem.
No,
XYZZY.
that one.
Oh, why didn't
Oh.
you just say so?
She could remember it.
I'm just being an antagonist. Don't mind me.
I'll fucking destroy you. I'll fucking destroy you. Wolfie.
Bring it.
I'll fucking destroy you.
I know what's happening here.
Is ASMR
Hi, guys.
stream now?
What if? Oh my god, you guys! What if that's all I streamed? Like from now on, just with my
XY.
webcam, and then just doing ASMR the whole time.
I'd go.
That would.
But you have to make them as
Ugh.
weird as humanly possible. You have to do
Oh.
like role plays and whatnot.
Oh shit! No, I got the greatest. Hold up. Hold.
Oh no,
And
no,
you-
no, no. Why does this shit always happen on my
I
stream?
feel like I know where this is gonna go.
Wolfie, we're all here
like
all
we
the
don't.
time.
That's true. This is what happens when Ragnarok happens.
I'm still lost.
It's okay, Mooney. It's probably better that way.
Okay, XYZZY is up, and if you guys want to join, the password.
What the
will,
fuck is
uh,
going on?
I thought that was Duke that left, but no, it's just Key.
The password will be the same as usual. Had to please stop scaring Desi.
Oh dear.
I'm scaring Desi. Oh.
Apparently.
Shit, I'm sorry.
Aw.
Yo, I watched a
Yo,
Southern
this is-
Cheerleader Mom RP ASMR. ASMR is fucking hilarious. Like,
It creeps me out. I don't like it.
I have some good ones. I've seen some good ones. One of my favorite ones. It's a guy named Dimitri, and he does massage ASMR on YouTube. And oh my god, he's a bald
Wait,
guy.
where's the link to XYZZY?
Yeah.
Let me send it. I got so caught up in ASMR.
This is what happens when I'm on stream. I think I should be banned.
Nah.
I'm never going to ban you, Arichka.
I want you to.
But yeah,
No.
It'll be my life goal.
There's a guy that does
That's
his
not 99% vanilla.
his YouTube
Go on,
is
Duke.
massage ASMR, and he's bald, and he had one thing that was like spell book readings, ASMR. And he's just wearing this god-awful giant-ass wig that goes down to, like, his mid-back. And it's like, this is amazing. And he's just reading, like, incoherent gibberish and, like, rhymes and whatnot. And I was like, I love this guy. He also has,
Jeez.
he has one thing where, and this actually does trigger me, like, it gives me an ASMR trigger where he just taps wood, like wooden blocks.
So what is an ASMR trigger? I don't fully understand.
Audio sensory.
Basically, like anything that, so you know how, like,
Mr. Troll of Death.
you get, like, these tingly feelings, like, in your scalp and in the back of your neck.
Oh,
Some
like
people
agitated?
think it's really great.
No, it's not. It's not. It's a tingling feeling that a lot of people associate with like really nice.
Yeah, you don't have to be scared, but, like, that's...
I don't have
That's
that
Yeah,
at
feeling.
all.
Wolfie doesn't get
If
that.
I feel tingly, I am agitated.
However, with Wolfie, for you get it on like, you don't get it on your scalp. You get it on not the by way. You get it on the other one.
No, I don't get it there either.
Okay. I don't know.
Trust
Holy shit,
me.
you guys. I got the best.
I don't
What
know.
is it?
Why are we whispering?
I don't know.
I can't even believe it.
So everyone is in, starting up the game. Oh, wait. Gotta include 30 blank white cards. What the hell?
Jesus.
Why do
yeah,
they
of
have
course.
to be
That's a
white
lot.
cards? Why can't they be black cards? Well, I have every
What is it?
expansion on, so we gotta increase the chances of actually getting it. Okay, so starting
Everything
game.
appeared to be normal from the inside, but little did the audience know before during the show.
God damn it, I called you Desi. Daddy, I called you Desi. That's not good.
Paula had a salty secret.
Shut up.
Okay. Who stole the cookies from the cookie jar? Was it Paula with her salty secret? Oh fuck! I just found the weirdest fan fiction of my life.
Really?
Oh god.
It's about like a TV show host who like gets aroused by a stick of butter.
Oh Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry, Mooney.
Oh fuck! Who stole the cookies from the cookie jar? Log trademark. Who stole the cookies from the cookie jar? Too much cocaine. Who stole the cookies from the cookie jar? Exactly what you'd expect. That's pretty good. Who stole the cookies from the cookie jar? Vikings. And rock music and premarital sex. Oh man, you guys did a throwaway round on me.
Sorry, I didn't have any people.
Mm.
I'm stuck between two. The obvious two.
Too much.
Exactly what
cocaine.
you'd expect, and another one probably.
Vikings. Vikings is the other one, definitely.
Probably.
Hmm.
Ugh.
Yay!
Well done, Mooney. Holy shit.
I just like the image of thinking about Vikings stealing from a cookie jar.
Yeah, like
It was a fun image.
they burn down the fucking village and they're like killing people and they're like,
Yeah,
we
exactly.
finally found it. Oh, and then like Loki comes by and takes it away.
He's just like, fuck y'all. In that accent.
Oh shit. What are some other weird fanfics?
Oh dear.
I try to stay
I have to find
far
the
away
weirdest
from
one.
those.
Oh gosh.
Oh boy.
You know, I forgot to
Okay.
set the timer to unlimited, unfortunately.
No!
Oh well, we'll just.
Okay, members of New York social elite are paying thousands of dollars just to experience anal fissures like you wouldn't believe.
Oh,
Trying
God,
to
here
feel
we go.
something, anything. My dead son's baseball glove.
Oh.
I don't feel like saying that one.
I knew that was coming too. I read it and I was like, she ain't gonna say that shit.
No, I'm not.
I'll read it for you. Being a motherfucking bot.
Thank you.
And the
An
next
erection
one, or
that lasts longer than 4 hours. Okay. Let's see.
You guys.
Oh, 10 seconds. What?
I'm
Just
sorry.
pick
I
one
for-
at random. Hey!
That one was pretty good.
It's also really true.
Yeah, it's really true, yeah.
I will
Yeah, it's
definitely have to fix the fucking game options. I just completely.
All
forgot.
right. After months of practice with blank, I think I'm finally ready for blank. Oh dear.
This has to be. There is no other
I
way.
had two combinations that would work well for this.
There is no other way.
Who are we waiting on?
Does it show you the timer anywhere?
No.
I just see 75 seconds.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it's at the top right corner.
After months of practice with
Oh, there we go.
Gwyneth Paltrow's opinions, I think I'm finally ready for the male gaze. I don't know who Gwyneth Paltrow is. After months of practice with upgrading homeless people to mobile hotspots, I think I'm finally ready for the profoundly handicapped.
Oh, jeez.
After months of practice with doing the right stuff to her nipples, I think I'm finally ready for getting in her pants, politely.
That's also very strong.
After months of practice with judging elves by the color of their skin, not by the content of their character, I think I'm finally ready for a mouthful of potato.
Oh god.
After months of practice with buying the right pants to be cool, I think I'm finally ready for extremely tight pants. Which one?
This is a strong round. Oh my god, my
So many eyes.
Go with
So
this
many.
one.
Yeah. Wolfie, nicely done.
Pretty good.
I
Just
had
a
two
tad
things
real
with pants
for
in
me,
it, and I was just like, there's only one way.
Guys, holy shit. I gotta tell you something. I fucking found a one-shot between, like, Hogwarts, like the building Hogwarts from Harry Potter, the building of Hogwarts, and a giant squid.
Oh god.
That's it. The fucking building has an orgasm somehow. Like, what?
What are you on?
I'm on Reddit, but like, holy shit.
Sure, I guess I meant that too.
Oh my god.
Have you been drinking tonight?
I'm done. I don't want to be on this planet anymore.
Okay. Okay, Key. What we got?
Key chick?
Oh, is he on mute?
No.
I don't know.
Nope.
Yeah, Desi.
Oh, there he
Desi
is.
got it.
Fortunate. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
No problem.
Yes.
Oh god, Addie. Oh,
dude, why are you pairing us together?
I don't know. You guys aren't similar.
Are we similar though? Desi,
Not-
Desi, level with me. Are we similar?
More Gandalf.
Hey, I got it.
Damn.
Hey.
I was confident in my
Who's with balls?
Scientology. In his new self-produced album, Kanye West raps over the sounds of blank. He raps over the sounds of blank.
I think I know how to pander to you.
Gee, really? You made the one person I talk to outside of this group may know how to pander to me? Crazy.
Jesus.
His new self-produced album, Kanye West raps over the sounds of catastrophic urethral trauma.
Oh.
Kanye West raps over the sounds of beating your wives.
Oh, Jesus.
Kanye West raps over the sounds of a mating display. Kanye West raps over the sounds of being a dick to children. Kanye West raps over the sounds of a bitch slap. Okay, I'm stuck between beating your wives, being a dick to children, and a bitch slap.
Damn.
Okay, then I don't know how to pander to you.
Was yours a mating display?
It was not.
Catastrophic?
No, that was mine.
Oh.
Very funny how you got us confused, though.
At least I'm not doing what you do, Desi and Addie.
Oh,
Getting
God
them
damn.
confused. You know what? Let's do it.
Oh fuck yeah, bitches!
Yeah!
Oh man.
Being a dick to
Y'all,
children.
if we were all Desi and I dislike Desi, I guess I gotta dislike you all. Sadly. A successful job interview begins with a firm handshake and ends with blank. Oh dear. And the snickering begins.
This is mine.
You know what?
Oh no.
Yeah.
I don't even see. Oh dear. A successful job interview begins with a firm handshake and ends with Dorito breath. Vigorous jag his hands. A madman who lives in a police box and kidnaps women. Jesus. Offering sexual favors for an orange sheep. Unlimited soup, salad, and breadsticks.
And that last one's a pretty good deal.
Jesus Christ, Mooney. That took me no time at all.
Major League Baseball has banned blank for giving players an unfair advantage. It's not sex related. I'm not gonna pick it.
We'll see. We will see.
Banned.
Oh no!
exploding
Someone took
pigeons
my friggin'.
for giving players an. Okay. Has banned homo milk. Who the fuck? No. There's nothing that will compare.
Yeah. 8 gay warlocks apparently didn't do it for you.
It was close. I'm not the rest of them, but fucking what's homo milk?
That's a
what?
good question. I put it though.
Oh god, I don't want to look it up because I'm afraid of what I'm gonna find.
I'll look it up then.
I'll fucking look it
Simple
up.
answer.
I'm the brave one here. Homo milk. I got this. Hold up.
This actually
Bing.
makes a lot of sense. You know what?
I'm pretty sure I'm high right now because I'm absolutely mesmerized by an oversized lollipop. What is that second one?
I think it's
He's a
an M.
movie
Night
director.
Shyamalan plot twist.
Yes.
I don't even know what that is.
Ah, damn
I
it!
don't
I've
either.
lost then.
He's a writer.
M. Night Shyamalan is a terrible, terrible, terrible screenwriter.
And he does a lot of plot
Groovy
twists in his
thing
movies.
called
That's like his
LSD.
trademark.
Bouncing up and down, punching a tree to gather wood.
I've spent way too many hours doing that.
So homo milk is either
yeah,
short
it's homogenized milk.
or
In Canada.
Oh.
or the second meaning on the Urban Dictionary is the
Of
semen from a
course.
homosexual.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Oh,
on
of course, Wolfie.
Of course.
Of course. You know, I think these two know which cards they're playing. And they're
Ooh.
voting for each other.
No, we're not communicating at all. It's just telepathy.
No.
We've had this like for years.
Having the worst day ever. Hashtag blank.
Here we go. I think I got this one.
Hashtag
Oh,
the dentist.
come on.
Oh.
Hashtag
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Hashtag the systemic destruction of entire people in the way of life. Hashtag worst day ever. Hashtag tweeting. It's got progressively better and better. Oh my god.
They are all really good, actually.
Yeah, they're all
They
really
really
good.
all do get better as you go along.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with this one.
Ah, damn
Yay,
it. I used up my blank card.
Worst day ever.
Yeah.
I would have picked
Yeah,
it.
that was my second favorite one.
Hashtag worst day ever.
Ooh.
That was on mine. I mean, what?
Why am I broke?
Aw,
Broke.
this is probably not the best card I could have played, but
I
we'll
got
see how
several
it
cards
goes.
that are good for this.
Can you send them my way?
I'll give you my bad cards. In exchange for your best cards.
Fuck you.
Let's see.
That's an accurate reason as to why I'm broke.
Why am I
Oh,
broke?
yeah.
Cancer. 8 ounces of sweet Mexican black tar heroin. Child
Jesus.
support payments. I'm rolling a d20 to save a failing marriage. I killed the panda.
These are all very real answers, with the exception of the rolling a d20.
Oh, actually, if you think about it too hard.
You gotta buy all of the d20s.
I just puppies. Thank you, Abby.
Puppies.
I was rolling a d20.
Mine was cancer.
Child support.
Oh, dang.
Due to a
That's
PR
a good
fiasco, Walmart no longer offers blank. Oh boy, I'm excited. Bandesi, Riot, no. Mod Desi. Haha, I like the way Trolley thinks.
I would mod Desi.
It is your
You
channel.
could mod Desi before you mod me. Great.
Oh,
shit.
no.
Good.
You're not modded still?
No.
What the fuck?
Oh fuck.
/mod Addylicious. Due to a PR fiasco, Walmart no longer
sure you're not
offers
modded?
Britney Spears at 55. Walmart no longer offers Oompa Loompas. I never saw them in the first place. Walmart no longer offers SNES cartridge cleaning fluid. Walmart no longer offers the old gods.
Old gods.
Walmart no
gods.
longer offers Battlefield amputation. Okay, I'm stuck between the old gods and Battlefield amputations. You know,
Mooney, is that you and I?
Aw,
No.
that was the old gods.
That was a good answer.
The old god.
I just like to think that Walmart back in the day used to offer that. And then they were like, yeah, you guys gotta stop.
What's my anti-drug? Oh no. The snickering. I'm still getting used to how pretty your laugh is, Mooney.
Aww.
Aw. I don't think it's that pretty.
I do.
I'm still
And I'm the streamer, so my opinion matters. Ha.
I'm still playing a soft murmur in the background. Should I change it or just keep it?
I have
Oh,
mine
right,
Same
on.
thing. Mine is on waves and wind.
What's my anti-drug?
I'm playing-
Literally eating shit. Making the penises kiss. Oh god. Putting an entire peanut butter and jelly sandwich into the VCR. Why? Stabbing the shit out of a Capri Sun. Almost giving my money to a homeless
Almost.
You know, that last one, I could make so many jokes with, Wolfie. I could
I
make
know you
so
could.
many jokes with that.
Mmm.
So what's your anti-drug? Or are all of these your anti-drugs? Because you have some weird anti-drugs.
Yes.
Just cause what the fuck? Mooney, which one was yours?
The Capri Sun one.
Oh.
When I'm a billionaire, I shall erect a
misspelled
50-foot
billionaire.
statue to commemorate myself. It will be myself. And then I will destroy it.
Here we go. No,
I
we are
shall
not
erect a
blocking
50-foot
Charlie.
statue to commemorate overpowering your father?
Jesus
To commemorate
Christ.
ass to mouth.
Oh.
Oh,
Ah,
wow.
damn it.
Shall erect a 50-foot statue to commemorate a lifetime of sadness. Oh, to commemorate developing secondary sex characteristics.
Oh, god damn it.
And last but not least.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! We have a winner! Oh fuck!
Yeah, that's what I knew was gonna happen.
Yep.
That card is just unfair.
It's,
that card
it's
is so
unfair
powerful
with this
group of
group.
people.
It's unfair with this group. The only time it's fair is, I guess, with Duke, is with me, Trolley, and I guess Mooney, right?
What's happening?
Alright, let's start. Here at the Canyon for Gifted Children, we allow students to explore blank at their own pace.
Hey, Pandy.
Hi, Pandy.
Also,
There's
hey
a
there,
Pandy.
Pandy.
And
There
More
is
like
no
pander, am I
pandy.
right?
Pander to Pandy.
Yeah.
Let's go. Why are you dying? Don't die, Desi. We love you.
Oh wait, I thought that was my turn. Whoops.
Taking my
Uh,
turn.
I had so many good ones for this.
Oh, these suck.
It's very hard to
That's for
choose.
Break. Spring break.
Here at the Academy for Gifted Children, we allow students to explore spring break at their own pace,
Break.
That would be amazing.
explore a slightly shittier parallel universe at their own pace,
Be pretty great.
explore heteronormativity at their own pace, explore the
Holy shit! Someone subscribed!
Hey,
Holy
Pandy!
shit! Thank
First-
you so much!
Pandy, first
Holy shit,
subscriber!
thank you.
Congratulations!
Welcome to the
Do we even have
Ragnarok!
emotes?
Oh my
No.
god, thanks!
Subscriber gift.
We're still working on the emote, and we'll get that at some point. But for the meantime, enjoy the stream, and
Holy
at
shit,
some
thank
point in the future, you will also get a really nice emote.
Ooh, I like this
Yeah,
one.
I'm still designing it, but thank you so
Damn.
much. Oh my god.
What's my secret power?
I'm cool with this one. Damn, I still haven't even gotten one subscriber. I'm still waiting. Still waiting.
Oh my god, thank you so much.
One of these days.
So
But
much, Pandy.
that-
You're so welcome.
It's begun.
Man, and here I thought that this wasn't going to be nearly as special.
Jeez.
What's my secret power? Sucking all the milk out of a yak.
That's a pretty
I
amazing.
read that backwards. I
Yeah.
read like all the yak out of a milk.
Those would both be really good powers.
Pulling out, drinking responsibly, or the force. I'm gonna do this one because that's an actual secret power.
Aw, fuck yeah,
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
How close are you to beating me? Oh,
Challenge
you
between
did.
tied.
Wolfie, Addy. Challenge between Wolfie, Addy, and Keyblade.
So I couldn't do my homework because of blank.
Here we
Why
go.
couldn't I finish my homework? Why couldn't I finish my
Well, I
homework?
already got a $25 sub just to Jun just for the I'm done emote. Guess I got another 5 for you guys since you are amazing.
Oh, Pandy. What a
Aw.
fucking
Aw.
sweetheart you are. God damn.
Oh, that's really nice, Pandy. Thank you.
That made my day
Give them
easily.
all the
Thank you
hugs.
so
Everyone
much.
Give Pandy all the hugs.
All of the love for Pandy. All of the love.
We'll make an emote just for Pandy.
I'm almost tempted to like ask his suggestion for like what he wants an emote to be like.
The first subscriber determines the emote.
Yeah.
You have all the power.
Advertised that shit.
Power.
So who's the guy who hasn't even gotten his first sub?
Pandy, no,
That'd be-
no, 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 shh, no, no.
That would be basically the rest of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trolley.
That's why I couldn't do my homework because of every ounce of charisma left in Mick Jagger's tired body.
Jesus Christ.
Because of actually getting shot for real. Because of the economy. Makes sense. Because of the goddamn freaking Lego.
These are all really good.
Uh.
These are all really good answers. Somebody didn't turn in one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ran out of time
Oh,
Oh.
because I suck. All of mine are bad, so.
damn it, Addy!
That's hard.
Well,
I asked you not to.
Go for it. Dang it, Wolfie.
yes.
Fuck.
Ha ha
Because I was too slow.
I was
I gave
hoping
Wolfie a
actually
point.
getting shot for real would be good because people would be like, "Oh, that's totally a lie." Because it. Okay.
Yeah, totally lie.
What,
Actually, one of my
what are my parents hiding from me?
classmates in my class for chemistry had to miss an exam because he was shot.
Oh, what am
Whoa.
what are my parents hiding from me? Probably my sister's dead body.
Close enough.
What are my parents hiding from me? An unstoppable wave of fire ants.
Jesus
What are my
Christ.
parents hiding from me? The boners of the elderly. You're not wrong.
Oh
What are my
God.
parents hiding from me? A woman scorned. You know, sadly, they are not hiding that from me.
Unfortunately.
What are my parents hiding from me?
Unfortunately.
An angry stone head that stomps on the floor every 3 seconds. What are my parents hiding from me? A one-way ticket to Gary, Indiana.
Oh gosh.
Indiana!
I have fucked up that card every time I read it.
India! You've called it so many things.
Gosh, what did Indiana do to you?
I give that to
Yay!
me. It fits. It fits. Oh, Pandy! No, you didn't have to do that.
No.
You didn't have to do that.
Oh my god,
Oh,
thank
gosh.
you so much though, but that wasn't something you had to do.
You what?
Oh, my heart has exploded. Oh,
Thank you so much. Oh, that's very sweet of you.
Like a follow. Oh, Pandy, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
It's very, very kind of you.
You are my first subscriber. Thank you
Stopped
so
working.
much.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
I don't even have an affiliate yet, but soon, because I reached 50 subs
Soon,
last
TM.
night.
Oh, blank would be woefully complete without blank. I'm sorry, I got distracted by the amount of fucking kindness in the chat.
Not just from the chat, from fucking It's Pandy.
Pretty much. Well, he's pretty much the chat minus Desi.
I mean, I want to be your
I want to be your first sub to gain even more power.
You're not wrong, Pandy. I will. You know what? I'll make a note right now in my journal. Pandy, first subscriber.
Yep.
I will make a note of.
Say that for mine too.
I will make a note of my first
there's a
10
timer.
subscribers.
The 9,000 children who starved to death today would be woefully incomplete without kamikaze pilots.
Oh shit.
Embryonic stem cells would be woefully incomplete without spontaneous human combustion. I disagree. One ring to rule them all would be incomplete without words. I get that. A pile of squirming bodies, George Clooney's Musk. Wifely duties, oh god, without Viagra. Oh god. Oh god.
Your best.
Who is Viagra?
How did I get that?
Who is wifely duties in Viagra? I need to know.
I think that was Addie.
No, that was me.
Oh, it
That
was
wasn't
Trolley? It was Trolley. Okay.
And the Academy Award for whatever goes to whoever. If somebody has 2 blank cards and actually puts whatever and whoever, instant winner right there. Holy shit. But Jesus fucking Christ, Pandy. Holy shit.
Yeah, because I guess that...
Yeah, oh my god.
Because Addie, you, myself, Wolfie, and we're all 3 of us have subscription possibilities, and Trolley's gonna have one soon.
Well, I'm not affiliated.
You're not? Oh, I thought you were.
No,
No,
she's
you're
not.
just behind.
I'm waiting
Rex.
until I get like 75.
I don't even know how to do it.
You get a message after
Oh,
you
they'll send you an email. It's the most agonizing wait ever, but it comes eventually. To be honest, I want to use my Prime sub, but it's not ready yet.
That's fair.
Thank you so much anyway.
I appreciate so much, Pandy. It means a lot to me, and
Oh my
honestly,
God.
I'm going.
It means a lot to us.
Yes, I finally got one.
Yeah.
The
Hey.
Academy
Oh my
Award
God.
for Blackula goes to Will Smith. I've been holding on to it for so long.
Why am I so tired?
Oh my god, I'm gonna pander to you so hard.
Oh no.
You're not ready for
No.
this, Mooney.
Pandy,
Oh, no.
Just chill out, dog. Chill out.
To be honest, so once you get affiliated, I can use my Twitch Prime for you. I think you'll appreciate that, it's Pandy.
Andy is the real MVP.
He is.
Oh yeah.
You
Oh,
know
gosh.
which one is mine.
Oh, I know. I know.
Because I'm Desiree.
Desiree.
That's
Desi,
good.
where are you? Desi, where are you? Right now, be in the chat.
Desi, we know you're in the chat.
Spam
Appreciate
at Desi.
this moment.
Hmm.
You know you want to.
You make it hard not to.
What the fuck? Damn. If it was anyone else, because I'm Desiree, would have won.
Yeah,
I
I even
know.
used my my special card just for that.
You have to look whose the cards are.
I'm not like the rest of you. I'm too rich and busy for blank.
Fucking who is calling me? Ah! Okay.
You successfully scared them away.
Just gonna use my most what the fuck card I have.
Oh god, I just.
Oh man.
I'm not like the rest of you. I'm too rich and busy for changing a person's mind with logic and facts.
Well.
I'm too rich and busy for fancy feasts.
That's fair.
I don't know what that is. I'm too rich and busy
Cat
for
food.
okay, that one's automatically out. I'm too rich and busy for allowing nacho cheese to curl in your beard while you cream in League of Legends.
Ugh.
Funny, because I do play League of Legends. I'm too rich and busy
Anyone
for
got a
jerking off into a
See Twitch content.
tears.
Hey, Trolley. Want to see about doing a League of Legends stream at some point? I've played it very rarely, and you can teach me.
Oh, sure.
Part of the LNC Twitch content.
One of these
Go
days.
well.
One of these days.
This one.
Yes!
Yep.
I'm almost halfway there.
Favorite
So
part of the
fun.
LNC Twitch panel? I think it was just Pluto's answers just going back to like not all the time. I don't know, that just made me chuckle.
Honestly,
What if
just
you-
seeing Snake is always my favorite part, just because
Oh,
I
yeah.
always forget he's black, and then I'm like, where's Snake at? And then I go,
Boys.
oh right, he's... That's always just...
Yes, the jizz boy.
That's all there is to it.
Jizz boys. Yes.
Oh. Mine is
I
literal.
think my favorite part is probably when like people would ask like something just for cry, and everyone would just like throw a bunch of ram stuff at people.
Blood. Barack Obama. I'm having a hard time.
JLZ.
Talking.
You.
Damn it.
One.
Ah, fuck yeah.
Damn it. I loved it when Snakes were like, my parents are watching this when everyone talked. Yeah, I think that's when I actually cracked up laughing.
Yeah. I have to go back and rewatch it, just because I remember I missed a lot, but I want to go back and rewatch it. I don't know exactly how I got the Pax Plague, but I suspect it had something to do with blank.
Oh boy.
I don't know exactly how I got the Pax Plague, but I suspect it had something to do with all this liquid in my mouth.
Oh god, what is it?
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Addie,
Addie,
don't
are you
die.
okay?
Dying is absolutely forbidden.
Oh.
She has the Pax Plague. I got from Addie. But I suspect it had
Confirmed.
something to do with nude modding Super Mario World. Oh, please do.
No problem.
But I suspect it had something to do with surprise sex. I suspect it had something to do with picking up girls at the abortion clinic. Or
Oh,
getting
jeez.
bitch slapped by Dulcim.
Who even is Dulcim?
Who is Dulcim?
Oh, goodness.
Or I'm sorry, a Tekken character. No, Street
Oh.
Fighter character.
Yeah,
Street Fighter?
Street Fighter.
I haven't played either one.
Oh.
They're great.
Oh goodness. You know what? Just because it gave Addie, asthma
Hey,
problems.
finally.
She gets points. He gets points for giving her asthma problems. What is this stream? DC if you die live on Twitch, you'll get banned.
Is that
Japanese?
Is that actually a thing? Is that like in their code of conduct? If someone on your stream dies, you get banned.
It probably is. The Japanese have developed a smaller, more efficient version of blank.
Can't select the card for some reason. That's strange.
Of endless ninjas, moral ambiguity,
Ninjas.
seppuku, achieving reproductive success. A real lizard that spits blood from his eyes. Damn it, why are these all good? More efficient version of... Smaller, more efficient version of... I think I know which one.
Damn it.
Mooney Howl.
Hey,
I don't know how.
Mine was actually Japanese. Well, Romaji.
I know,
whatever.
which is why I don't know, I was tempted by both of the Japanese ones, and then I saw the one in the middle, and I'm just like, you know what? That one is very true, too.
I used my reproductive one because I was like, small penises. But no.
Oh. Don't use the sexual jokes on me, I don't get them.
It's all good. It was a joke for me to me.
Aw. That's sweet.
What's the most emo? Other than
boy,
Addie
here we go.
dying of her asthma.
Yeah, are you okay, Eddie?
Are you good?
Oh yeah, I'm all fucking drugged up now.
You might have to keep your inhaler, like, next to you.
On you?
Yeah, like, I forgot that I got a new one, because, like, I always keep mine in my desk. Or, like, basically in arm's reach, wherever I'm at. And, I threw my old one away, because it didn't have anything more in it. And, I just got a new one, and I just put it in my drawer in the bathroom.
Oh.
What's the most emo? 3 months in the hole. What's the most Darth Vader? What's the most emo? Attitude.
Yes.
Yeah.
Addie.
I threw away full frontal nudity for you.
You got me, dude.
Yeah, I've been getting your points, Addie.
Yeah, you really have.
It's crazy. Moody. Let's see.
Our relationship is strictly professional. Let's not complicate things with... Oh no. This should be good.
Anybody here play Total
Anyone?
War Warhammer 2? Nope.
I do not,
But
unfortunately.
I did play Empire Total War like 5 years ago.
No, I have
Oh,
Total
dear.
I have Total War Attila, but I don't have Total War Warhammer, unfortunately. Which is actually the one I want. But it costs so fucking much.
Do not buy it for him, Pandy. You have spent
Don't.
enough money on Ragnarok forever.
Our relationship is strictly professional. Let's not complicate things with a micro penis. Let's not complicate things with pretty princess dress up board game. Let's not complicate things with being worshipped as the one true God. Let's not complicate things with breaking out into song and dance. Let's not complicate things with a box without hinges, key, or lid, yet golden treasure is inside is hid.
I love that one.
That one's good. These are all pretty strong.
A box without hinges, key,
How do you
or
do
lid.
this?
How do I do
Golden
this?
treasure inside his head.
Just how?
I don't know.
I use my pretty
That's awesome.
princess dress up board game, damn it. And you laughed! I heard you laugh!
You're just salty.
Rah! I'm not salty, I'm
I don't
peppered!
want to spend more than $120 in the same game. Please don't, Pandy.
Yeah, that's
Don't.
a bit excessive.
I'll buy it myself at some point. When it goes on sale.
With all these sub money from people.
All $2.50.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Fuck.
Wait, $2.50.
Yeah, it's you get half of it.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, the other half goes to Twitch.
Of course it does.
The votes are in, and the new high school mascot is Horse Meat. The
Okay.
new high school mascot is Morgan Freeman's voice.
You know what? I would be proud to go to school with Morgan Freeman's voice as the mascot.
As the mascot,
Yeah.
that'd be great.
Yeah.
Be
The
great.
new high school mascot is the Great Lizard Uprising of 2352. The new high school mascot is a black male in his early 20s, last seen wearing a hoodie.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh dear.
The new high school
That's no
mascot
good.
is a cartoon camel enjoying the smooth, refreshing taste of a cigarette. I'm gonna go with
Oh, God.
this one.
Oh wow! I did not expect that to win.
I'm surprised.
I'm not. I had a feeling.
Trolley does have a very
Now, how long
unique
blank
sense
A
of humor.
particular sense of humor, yes.
Find out.
How long can blank withstand blank, guys? Let's test it out.
Who's the cards are? Okay.
Come on, computer, work. Let me put a card up there.
Shit.
Sometimes
Yeah,
it's
that happened to
actually
me
the
last,
sometimes
before.
it's
It
actually
might be
the
the
site.
server.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you might have to refresh the page. It'll keep you in the game, but sometimes the server fucks up.
It would only take you 2 years to afford Total War Warhammer 2 if you just use the sub money of a single person.
Damn straight. 2 years later, I'll finally have it.
Got it.
Hey! I'm laying on my turn.
dear.
Oh, Tom. And now Looning is
Jesse,
standing
please.
on my back barking, please let me draw.
That's
draw,
Oh,
Jesse.
pet problem.
that's a thing.
Oh god.
Computer.
Damn motherfuckers, we find out how long a Native American who solves crimes by going to the spirit world can withstand dying of dysentery.
Dying of dysentery. Oh, God.
Being awesome at sex can withstand interspecies marriage.
Christ.
How long substitute teachers can withstand an uninterrupted history of imperialism and exploitation. How long, and sports.
I like that substitute teacher one, actually.
That's...
Yes!
Trolling.
I had a feeling.
Nice,
Yes,
nicely
Trolley.
done.
Yeah.
Mine was the
That
dying
was
of
well
dysentery
pandered.
one.
That's a good...
Oh, wow,
You
3.
you guys, I saw this crazy movie last night. It opens up on blank, and then there's some stuff about blank, and then it ends with blank. The funniest part about this is that it actually seems like a sentence I would say. That alone.
It really does.
It does. It's very strange. Ziggy's reading your thoughts.
This card reads my thoughts all the
You
time.
are Ziggy.
This actually is probably my favorite card in Cards Against Humanity.
Oh, boy. My cards all suck by now.
Desi, did you tell Luna to get off of you in a very polite manner? Okay, 4 people. One more.
Why do you think it's 4 people? We draw 3. It's...
It only
never
showed.
mind.
Yeah, the cards
Okay,
are.
gotcha.
You guys, I saw this crazy movie last night. It opens up on dim titties, and then there's some stuff about about never having sex again, and then it ends with an inability to form meaningful relationships.
That tells a story.
That
Oh
does
my
tell a
God.
story. You guys, I saw this crazy movie last night. It opens up on a man in yoga pants with a ponytail and feather earrings, and then there's some stuff about bowling and saying "shut the fuck up, Donnie," and then it ends with a web of lies.
That also
very
tells a
strong.
story.
It opens up on stuff a child's face with fun dip until he starts having fun. And then there's some stuff about Vietnam flashbacks, and then it ends with whatever you wish, mother. The fuck?
Huh.
It opens up on Michelle Obama's arm, and then there's some stuff about the KKK, and then it ends with a murder most foul. I like that one. It opens on a magic hippie love cloud, and then there's some stuff about Blockbuster's late fees up the wazoo, and then it ends with chugging a lava lamp. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
These are all so
This is
good.
hard.
Oh gosh.
Oh gosh.
This is hard.
This is difficult.
I don't envy you right now, Duke.
Hey, Wolfie.
You know what? I'll choose it.
What?
Ah, Wolfie! Wolfie won it!
What? Yay! What were you saying,
Ooh.
Nadia?
Nothing. The joke is lost because I'm angry at you now.
Why?
I just want
'Cause
to
you
win
won.
one thing. I've never won anything on this fucking stream.
No, you've won some
You won like
Quiplash.
multiple
You've
Quiplashes.
won Quiplash.
Have I?
Yeah, you've won like 2 or 3 Quiplashes.
Oh, out of the like
Damn
20
double
we
standards.
played.
If I stay on people's back while they
Yeah.
try to draw, I'm getting yelled at.
Candy,
Alrighty.
you. But no, I've let me see. Yeah, I think I've won the most rounds of Quiplash out of all of us. Strangely enough.
You won for your first time on the stream.
That not the last time we played, but I've
No,
won.
no, no. But like on the Windy streams, that was your first time.
Yeah. Gee, you mean
I think that was my first
the only time we play Quiplash is the time that we end up one of us ended up winning during the.
Well, I mean, you didn't win on someone else's channel when we also played this game.
Yeah, you're not wrong, but that was Quiplash too.
Oh yeah, that's a shit game. That doesn't count.
I mean, you know, it's not shit. Oh, okay. Damn it, you ended it with the Kappa. Okay, so we want to go one more round because then late night should be starting off in less than an hour, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So how long did it take us to do one round of this?
It took
I
us
think I
like
should
an hour.
even stand and do all that. An hour to Jesus.
Hey, let's
Then
go
we
at
might
it.
want to just do.
Too late. Let's do this.
Okay. Fuck. All right, speed round.
Actually,
This is America.
Actually, I will say
If you don't want to work, god damn it.
we could do Quiplash. Actually,
I'm
All
okay
right,
with
let's
that.
do Quiplash.
Quiplash it is,
Yeah, because that's like less energetically expensive.
and not just that, it's faster.
It's much faster.
Okay.
I'll spare you this time, but thanks for the effort. Oh god.
Blank screen as Quiplash.
No strange standing. You know how to get to the website, right, Mooney? So will you guys all switch over to Cry, or will you host him and stay in this chat? I can host him. I probably will host him.
Pandy likes
And we
us.
can all hang out as like a little community if you guys want. Otherwise, I'll just mingle with the chat community, the Cry community.
Depends if he has sub mode on or not.
I am typically.
Oh, right.
I'm typically in the what do you call it? I'm typically.
You would love that? Alright, we'll just stick in my chat then. At least I will.
Sure, I'll stay here. Typically, I end up having his stream up on Snakes and Cry so that I can support Cry, but I'm always in Snakes' channel.
I mean, I'm only subscribed to Cry, so I consider him supported.
Let me see. There you guys go.
That'd be cool. Cry's channel is scary. A little bit, yeah.
His channel's not that scary. Snake's chat
No, I
scares
mean,
you
like,
too?
it's intimidating.
Does he? How?
But does
A lot
it?
of people, I guess.
Getting the code.
Snakes chat. Why does it scare you, Desi?
Okay, so how do I do this again?
Snakes chat? Oh, you go to jackbox.tv and you
and you-
type in the code that is in the Discord. I pronounced that weird.
It starts.
And-
Discord?
Discord. And, do the thing. Jesus fucking
Oh.
Christ. Well, it's no wonder people are scared of my channel key.
Ah!
What does
The-
that even lead to?
The funniest.
Nothing.
Yeah.
It leads to
Jackbox.
nothing.
No, because there are no spaces between any of them, so it leads to nowhere key.
Held it down. I wasn't noticing. I was like, oh, I forgot. What have I done?
Will you leave it if it's more than 10 viewers?
Again, the most views I've had in one stream has been like 18.
I got
Was,
pretty close. I got to 17 at one point. That was like the really crazy
We're
stream.
missing
Oh,
one
yeah.
person.
Mini.
I'm trying.
Oh fuck.
Jesus, what happened to me?
She's turning into a gopher. Run!
Oh.
Too high pitched, too loud.
Really?
That hurt me. But I have.
So we
really
have
sensitive
Mutton
ears.
Stash, Doggo 3, Wolfie,
Oh,
Sleepy Desi, Trolloween, and Moony. Or Moon.
Hello there, welcome aboard. My name is Shane.
Moon!
I'll be your host today.
Moon!
You have many choices when it comes
It'd be a
to
heart.
That's
Yeah,
fair,
we're fucking
Desi.
weird.
That's fair, Desi.
Thanks for starting this game, guys. Got me out of jury.
Listen, when I check it's already I've into darkness, but I'm still there. No problem.
This is
Even if
My old
I
friend.
won't see you in chat, I'll always know you're around drawing puns.
Yeah. Pandy knows you. Pandy knows you.
Pandy knows.
He knows!
It's so weird seeing the star next to the like someone's name.
Yeah, that's gonna throw me off whenever I'm next streaming.
I love the rainy sound.
I don't like this question.
Aw. Oh my god, we're up to 9 viewers. That's not saying much given that there are like friggin' 7 of us in this call.
40 seconds left. 30 seconds. Okay, sweet.
Okay, here we
Oh,
go.
that was a stupid response, but whatever.
Is
Yeah, no, mine was pretty bad too.
floating in the sea.
A message found in a bottle flowing in the sea. Help, I'm stuck in a bottle. Help, I'm trapped in a bottle.
Oh my god,
Whoever it is, they thought the same way. 5, 4, 3,
That wasn't us
2, 1.
No, it wasn't.
No, it was me. And Sleepy
And-
Desi. Who is Sleepy Desi?
It was me. Yeah.
Addie, you and I
Yeah,
you and
we're on
I
the
have
same wavelength. Like I don't
Oh,
even know
wow.
how.
you know
That
what?
was impressive.
Maybe
very
extroverts have the
impressive,
same
thank you.
thought processes. I don't
Oh,
know.
audience members,
I'm
all
not
2 of you,
extrovert.
you can
Oh, you're
vote
not?
by
A terrible
going to
vac-
jackbox.tv and putting in the code.
A terrible vacation idea. Going to visit the Museum of Bananas or sell out streamers.
I guess
Damn it,
I'm feeling
Troy.
more
One.
extrovert today. I'm feeling.
Yeah, you're
cheerful
like an
instead of-
ambivert, right?
I guess.
Ambivert or introvert, one of the two.
I don't
Oh
know.
my god.
Because I'm an
Oh
extrovert.
wow.
Or maybe we
Right down the middle, Mooney.
Or maybe we just have a very similar sense of humor.
I think we do. I think we're a lot more alike than we give each other credit for.
Probably. An image that would make the Sistine Chapel ceiling look more badass. Thor holding Mjolnir nude, the bleeding heart of Satan. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh no, I couldn't vote.
Aw, damn it.
The
Aw.
bleeding heart of Satan did a really good.
Oh wow. Is that Quiplash? Oh,
They were both
guess not.
pretty awesome, to be fair.
Next,
Yeah, they were both really good.
rap artist.
The worst name for a rap artist. Eminem, Wolf in Fiery Rain.
No,
Oh.
my god.
Desi might also be in the audience, but you might be the only one in the audience. It's Pandy. You're getting the
5,
VIP treatment
4,
tonight.
3, 2, 1.
Eminem's a good rap artist.
I can tell you Wolf and Fiery Rain is not.
No, you are not, Wolfie. Hey guys, do we want to hold a rap contest?
Find me someone who raps better about his mother's
Oh god, why?
No.
Oh wow, Sleepy Desert.
How did that not
You end up.
sign.
I think I would be a worse rapper.
You
than
wrote
Wolfie.
a quip that Schmitty actually responded to, and it
Oh.
got me an achievement.
Oh, cool.
A
Wow.
sign that you're a bad teacher. Being a kid's lifeless, already dead body, or not knowing enough about bees?
One of these
3,
things
2,
makes me
1.
feel like you're a good teacher.
Yeah.
Not knowing enough about bees? I got the quiplash!
Whoa.
I was defeated apparently.
Aw.
I'm sorry, Key.
Ouch.
Thank you, Desi.
Yikes.
Two people from history that should definitely have sex.
It brings you war flashbacks?
Vote on your devices.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
2 people from history that should definitely have sex. T-Rex and Velociraptor, or Hitler and Lincoln. Abradolf Linkler, guys. 5, 4,
Both
3,
of- I
2,
boycott
1.
both of
I
this
had
shit.
no idea what to do with that.
I'll give it to you, Trolley. I will give it to you.
Oh, okay. I see
Really?
what
I only
happened.
got inspired from it because of a Rick and
Yeah? Yeah, that's why I voted for it.
Oh. I got you, Moon.
I love Rick and Morty.
I didn't know what to do with that. I'm like, what?
I wouldn't have known either.
Time for round 2.
I mean, to be fair, a Velociraptor and T-Rex would be pretty scary.
Yeah.
Okay.
That wouldn't be genetically... Oh, God. Oh, no.
Oh, fuck. Oh, yes.
Fear.
Oh, God, not the snakes
Red
again.
and black means do the frack.
You guys are all gonna get
40
bit by a
seconds
snake
left.
and die.
40 seconds left. I like how it says frackle. And then it's like K.
Red
Yeah.
and black will do a frackle.
Do a frackle.
Is
What
Jesus.
Sam Elliott probably nicknames his mustache. The gentleman's facial wink, Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear.
Oh. Who is Sam Elliott?
Sam Elliott is like the fucking hottest actor that's ever existed. He was in
Hold on.
Ghost Rider with Nicolas
2,
Cage. He was the
1.
guy that was like
I
the
don't know
old
who
Ghost
he is.
Rider. And he was in fucking what's that
Oh,
fucking movie
God.
called? The one with bowling and Fuck You Donnie, that one. He was in that. He's like the sexiest modernist cowboy in the fucking world, and I don't even
Sexiest
care if I'm a
modernist.
quarter of his age. I want to fuck him so bad.
That's fair.
Quarter.
His
Your-
voice
Well then.
is amazing.
Your first decree after being named Supreme Ruler of Earth. I am Melon Lord! Or have it literally rain men. 3,
Really?
2, 1.
I got you, fam.
Oh dear.
It's a raining man. Hallelujah, it's a raining man. Hey, hey. Okay.
Let's see how I did.
The worst theme
You know how to pander to
for
me.
a pinball machine. Sex or late night with crying Russ?
Oh God. Actually, I would invest in a late night with Crying Russ pinball.
4, 3, 2, 1. Every time your ball goes down the hole, ends up
Oh,
saying,
jeez.
"Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. You have fucked up now."
I don't fucking
That would
understand
be
any of
great.
this shit.
A weird thing to find in your bedside
That would seem to be the best theme. I
Oh,
agree,
no.
Candy.
A weird thing to find in your grandparents' bedside table. That purple
Oh,
dildo
no.
I found when I was 4. ... A bad dragon.
Oh no.
God
Well,
damn
someone
it.
was thinking similarly.
5,
Well,
4,
that's just an actual dragon.
3, 2, 1.
Oh God.
Haha.
Who
If
won?
only Jack was here.
Key ended up getting 3 votes, but I voted for the other person.
Your dog is really an a-hole.
Ow.
Oh, so it wasn't like a kill.
Yeah.
Red and yellow.
A good sign that your
No,
dog is really
Desi,
an
you're
a-hole.
gonna die.
It lays on your
Red
back
and yellow
as you
means
draw.
It's poisonous.
Desi, destroying your legless horse god altar. 6,
You
5,
guys.
4, 3,
The
2.
thing about the purple dildo, that was real. That was real.
Yeah,
that was my real life.
I voted for
Oh
it.
god.
Yeah.
Yeah, you deserved that win.
Yeah, I've been paying attention in chat.
Yes, you have, and so have I. I just wasn't that witty. I pick answers with my name in it. That's cheating.
Just
it's
a
not
little.
cheating. It's just good pandering.
The least appetizing name for a restaurant: the Toilet Bowl or an actual coal factory. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Does that?
Oh
Oh,
wow!
God.
Split half and half.
Fun fact: there's actually a restaurant that's toilet themed.
Yeah,
And that's all for
Yeah.
I do know about that actually.
That's not great.
Exactly, he's a kinky fellow, so don't fuck. What? I am still in first
This is round
Oh.
What do you?
by 1,200 points.
So close.
It's the same
I'm in last.
this time.
The last.
The last
Where am I?
prompt is
I don't know where I am. My
Third.
Twitch
the
does not load.
worst person to receive a sponge bath.
Oh man.
The worst person to
you're
receive
saying,
a
like,
sponge
where
bath
is-
from.
Gone. That was easy.
No, I'll go with that answer.
No, I'm just gonna go for something random.
It offers so much to work with during these last ones that I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's always difficult.
Time to take a look.
Okay. The worst person to receive a sponge bath from.
To spread out any
SpongeBob SquarePants,
one answer.
Addylicious, the Hulk, a person with a fork instead of a sponge,
Oh
SpongeBob,
Jesus.
he would
Oh,
just
no.
rub his body on
Double
you,
SpongeBob.
and SpongeBob.
Why are there so many SpongeBobs?
Gosh, my answer just isn't even here.
What? It's not?
No.
What was yours?
Huh.
It wasn't good.
What was it? Tell the wolf.
Are you sure it's not here? Because there is 6 of us and there's 6 answers. Unless you put the same... If you put the same answer as someone, it's possible that... Oh...
Yeah,
Maybe.
both of them don't show up.
Hmm.
Damn it. I was like, this is clever. I wonder if anyone else thought of it. And sure enough...
Everyone thought of it.
Yeah.
You all think so alike.
Oh, okay, my answer's there.
Okay, so I'm
Oh,
still...
what was it?
Didn't
Oh,
see it.
you can't vote for your own thing, yeah.
Oh.
No, yeah.
No.
So I see it now. Now that my Twitch actually.
Addylicious with
Second.
4 votes. From
I fucking
Wolfie.
gave it 3. Dadoy.
Pandered to. 4, SpongeBob, he would just
Yeah.
rub his body on you.
That
A
was well
person with a
played.
fork
Yeah.
instead of a sponge, 4 votes.
Jesus Christ.
Hopefully I won't be in last, but I probably will be.
Let's take a look at the final
Let's see it.
scores.
See?
Please don't go down any.
Hey, I moved
Wow.
up in the world.
Oh?
You were in 4th, Mooney.
The
I've been
mutton,
consistently second place the whole game.
the mutton stash is still the winner, he is.
Desi, I think I have to change my name to something that's not your name. I think it's a curse. I was in last
curse.
all the time.
Okay, we'll do new players. Everyone change
What?
up your
Why?
names.
Okie dokie.
Also,
Okay.
do we want to try doing the screen share or no?
Screen share?
Uh,
What does
I
that
don't
do?
think my computer can handle it.
On Discord.
Some people's internets I don't think would be very
Yeah,
happy
I
about
just
that.
wanted to make sure because, was unsure. Oh my
Hide the
goodness.
screen.
Oh my goodness. No.
Oh no!
Anybody who's in chat that wants to join can join in by typing in Taka.
Don't do it.
Taka?
Oh.
Taka.
Oh, god damn it. 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 God damn it.
What?
T-A-K-A. Key K. God fucking damn it.
Taka. So, I'm actually very happy that
I don't know who
we'll
Big Bad is, but...
I'm happy that this may be the last one because Taka, I'm reminded of Takahata 101, who is a voice actor and abridger for Team 4-Star.
Ooh, really? Which voices does he do?
He's the guy that did Nappa.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, is that everyone in?
Yes.
Okay. Starting up in 3, 2, 1, go.
I wonder if anyone in
Who's
chat
Rude Boy?
actually...
I think that's...
Pretty sure that's P, right?
Oh, it's
Okay.
Addy, okay.
It's exactly who I thought it was.
Oh.
Would I be
His
rude,
last
boy?
place always,
I'm
I'm
the only
sorry.
person who spells rude like that. Come on.
I'm the only person that spells Merle like Merle. I'm still the mutton stash, I forgot to change it.
I just put a 2 at the end.
I'm green. Wait, I'm caged, you guys. I'm caged.
Okay.
I'm disappointed in myself.
Am I, to be honest?
I like how Big Bad is right above Wolf Boy on the screen on the Twitch.
Big bad wolf boy.
That's funny.
It's just very good placement.
Our first prompt is
Name a candle scent designed specifically for Kim Kardashian.
Oh, dear
Botox
God.
or My Little Pony Glitter Bomb.
Oh.
Okay then.
I think I know which one I'm voting for.
And again, people,
I
if
should
you
hope I
want
know.
to join in the audience and vote for your favorite answers, you can go to jackbox.tv and type in Taka.
next one. The worst way to be murdered.
Oh, that was a good answer though, Mooney.
Luna is...
Vote on your devices.
I thought you were the other one. I don't know why.
the worst way to be murdered. Dying or getting stuck in one of those fuck machines.
Jesus Christ.
God.
5, 4,
Wow.
3, 2, 1. The Molten Stash
God.
wins again!
Cool.
Dying?
Nope.
Oh,
Death?
It's stuck in one of those. Trolley, that was a
I
very
got
good
you, Trolley.
answer.
The name
I liked the
I
dry
tried.
humor.
that just never caught on.
The name of a really bizarre diet that just never caught on. Eating literal shit or
Again?
consuming only helium at random intervals.
Oh,
I like how
Die
detailed that other
at
one
both of
is.
these.
5, 4, 3, 2.
What happened?
we're just laughing.
I like how detailed Rude Boy is. Ah, Addy! Nice.
Ah!
Nicely done.
Wait, did I lash?
You did not lash,
No.
but you
Oh.
did get 4
Trolley
votes.
had my back.
What's lurking under your bed when you sleep?
What's lurking under your bed when you sleep? My living porn stash or probably Addy?
Oh man.
2.
Well done.
Oh fuck.
That was obvious.
I
The
hope you have your
Quiplash! The Quiplash!
Oh my god.
Once again!
Funny story that I have with my friends. We just
Oh,
kind of
God.
developed this thing where
Any famous work
like
of
for some reason me and this girl
Handy,
have like
probably.
some really crazy sexual tension, right? And so we just like pretend we're always under each other's beds at like random times. We'll like text each other like, I'm under your bed. Like
Rename any famous work of literature so that it's ruined by the word butt. Of Mice and Butt or
Literature!
Statue of David's
I
Butt?
misread the freaking question.
Yeah, I was like, I've never heard of a book called Statue of David anything.
Why did I think it was famous work of art?
I don't know.
Yeah, that deserved the quiplash it got.
It did not, though. One audience member.
I know.
What Chewbacca has really been yelling all these years. Oh, or why doesn't anyone fucking listen to me?
Fucking listen to me.
These are both good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Doesn't anyone fucking listen
Addie,
to me?
that was very nicely done.
Was it a laugh?
It was not a lash, alas.
Damn.
I think you're in second place, though.
Am I really?
Probably.
Yeah. Trolley, that was good. I was like, it would be really funny if that's actually all he was yelling.
I mean, that kind of sounds like the only thing he says.
Fun fact, I don't know who Chewbacca is.
From
What?
Star Wars?
I don't know anything about Star Wars.
Oh.
I just know it's gay as fuck.
Oh.
Interesting.
Someone needs to send Addie like a link to Chewbacca talking.
Oh, this is.
Alright. Let's see this. I love having the rain on in the background. It's so relaxing.
The rain, I have, what, 5
Oh, this
down
is a
right
hard
now?
one.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I'm actually proud of what I put. Which means I'm gonna lose, probably.
One of mine is actually true, so be ready to
Oh
be sad.
boy.
I don't get
Dash!
people
Duke!
Disney.
I'm sorry, I'm thinking.
Big better.
Damn! Jesus!
Faster, stronger.
Very detailed answer.
Okay. I just had a very difficult one to work with. A great place to hide an Easter egg. In a dragon's nest inside another Easter egg.
I love that last one.
5, 4,
It's just the right type of humor.
2, 1. That is a really good
The
place.
dots make it, man. The
Yeah.
dots make it.
The dots
Yeah.
do make it. Trolley! With the quiplash!
Damn!
Oh my god. Oh, whoa.
Completely
That's gotta be
destroyed.
Well,
Wolfie,
fucking done.
you have gotten quiplash twice
Is this
now.
the comeback?
That's not me.
Or sorry, Wolf Boy. Who's Wolf Boy? Key, right?
I've
I'm sorry, Key.
destroyed. No, it's fine. It's okay.
In a shocking poll, it was discovered that 3 out of 4 Americans thought the other American fucked up, or is actually Desi.
Oh god.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Desi's dying of the plague. No!
Ah, man. Trolley, you were denied a second quiplash.
Oh man.
By Desi, I presume.
Probably.
God damn it.
The phrase you
I
would
actually
love
really liked
to
Trolley's
hear
answer, though.
Morgan Freeman say, "Titty sprinkles," or "Addie, you need to come out from under the bed." 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Obviously.
1.
Yeah, this is gonna be a quiplash, probably.
Definitely a make a
Titty sprinkles, though, damn.
It was saved by an audience member.
Impressive.
Damn. Yeah.
Poor Desi.
I just need to make fun of myself the whole time, and then I'll
Apparently.
win.
Probably.
The worst thing to find frozen in an ice cube: Hitler or yourself.
Like
bad.
The more I think about it, the funnier it gets.
Oh, damn it! Big Bad got another quiplash against
Me.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no!
Why does this keep happening?
Because I'm
That's
just
gonna
bad.
be my rap name, just Big Bad.
Big Bad.
Big Bad. That's a great rap name.
Name a new movie starring a talking goat who is president of the United States. Mr. Goat of Goategeddon or Billy Clinton super horny.
Oh.
Go to get on.
Oh.
5, 4,
The
3,
good.
2, 1.
I've got you, Minichka.
Really? Oh. I thought mine was really funny. That was the one I spent so long on.
I mean, it was almost a tie.
Because I was like, Bill Clinton, Billy Goats, they have horns.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
clever. But then you got me with the pander.
Of course, of course. You are so easily falling for pander. Something you should never say to your mother. Oops. Why have you disowned me 3 times? 5,
Oh,
4,
jeez.
3, 2, 1.
No, like that. Shoot, I messed up. I didn't even get a chance to finish it.
A quiplash.
Really?
For
Who quiplash?
that goes to Addie.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Voted for it?
Fun
Oops.
fact. My mother has disowned me 3 times.
Oh.
Has she really?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think you may
shit.
have moved
I'm
into
sorry.
the lead, Addie. You definitely moved into the lead with 6,030 points.
Wait, what?
Oh.
You have the lead with
fucking
6,030. Nope, I'm not lying.
Oh my god.
So as long as Trolley does not get a
Damn.
majority vote during this last one, and you actually get some votes, you will win this.
Oh.
Possibly.
A strange poster to hang in a college dorm room.
Oh dear. What's really strange?
Hmm.
Come on, send. Oh no.
Oh,
Phone
no.
service is failing me.
10 seconds left.
Ah,
9, 8,
Come on.
7,
Ah.
6, 5,
come on, gosh
Four.
dang it.
3,
Oh god, I ran out of
2,
time.
1.
Way on time.
I don't think it went through for you, Mooney. Or did it? I don't know.
It did not.
It did not. That's
Oh no.
It did not.
a strange poster.
What did
hanging
you
in a
have?
Yeah, what did you have?
I'll wait until it's done.
Okay. Some furry shit. A poster of your professor, probably. Creeper. An anti-education poster. Sellout banners, lol, memes. Doctor Strange, Stranger Things, all the strange. These are all really interesting things, I suppose.
I ran out of time on mine.
Fun fact. Mine is real. Just kidding.
Oh god.
Oh, fuck.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
God.
Anti-education poster. 2 votes. Damn it.
We don't need no education.
Doctor Strange, Strange Things, all the strange. 2 votes.
Well, guess I'm not winning today.
Sellout banners, lol, memes. With 3 votes.
That got more than 2 votes. I'm shocked.
That's
Some
also something
furry
I would
shit.
write, though.
3 votes. A poster of your professor, probably. Creeper. With 5 votes.
Whoa.
Yep, Addie
And
won.
that's Addie's ones too.
Addie,
Yeah.
do you have a poster of your professor?
Okay, it's not in a weird way, but it's like, okay.
Hmm.
I mean, I know
basically,
some of my friends who
my
are friends with their
professors
teacher on Facebook.
also do concerts. They're world-renowned musicians, right? So they give me a fucking stack of posters, and I just put them everywhere because I'm basically their bitch at this point. So I just put their posters on the wall to remind me, oh yeah, that concert's today. Oh yeah, that concert's today.
We had a lot of quipplashes during this.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
I got my ass
And
kicked.
damn, I got moved down to fucking 4th place from 1st.
Yeah,
I mean,
fuck
at least
you.
it wasn't
Yeah.
so bad,
And
right?
fucking
I mean,
Addie,
it's
you
a
got your
flash
win.
Yeah, I got my
Yeah.
win.
Yeah.
I thought my education poster was funny because it was like inside a college dorm, anti-education.
It was bad, apparently.
I was
love
thinking
that I'm the
of doing that,
one
and then
person. What?
I was thinking of doing that, and then I realized how probable that actually was, because I know plenty of people with anti-education posters in their dorms.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
I've never
Like,
been.
I say criticizing
frustrated,
like
angsty people.
Not like
Have
like,
you told them?
education's horrible.
Have you told them to quit life?
No, but others have.
Good. No, that's bad. That is very bad.
Alright, so should we chill for 10 minutes while we wait for LNC to go?
I think so.
Right.
That sounds good. Just like kick back.
Sounds
Ah, that was a night and a half.
Wolfie,
What's wrong?
may I have permission to ban Desi for like 2 seconds?
No! There
I'm
will
gonna
be
do
no
it.
banning
Thank
of
you.
the Desi.
Thank you for permitting me.
No, I'm going to unmod you.
Happy opposite
Fucking
day.
Christ.
Okay. Well, that's very interesting.
No.
Ouch.
There will be no banning of the Desi.
Milky Ways taste weird because it's not fucking food, Desiree. It's not food, it's garbage. That's
even
why
is
they
Milky
taste
Ways?
weird. It tastes like chemicals because it's fucking chemicals.
Everything's
Don't
chemicals.
eat it.
Hey, Moonheart.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I had to turn off the computer. Oh, that's Mooney.
That's Mooney.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's a doy.
She's like in the dude.
I didn't think about it.
She's in the Discord by the same name.
I don't look. People can change their names, and for them to have the same
Yeah.
names, I don't look at people's names. I look at their faces.
No.
You can't see the faces.
I associate you people by voice.
That's fair.
Who is this?
I've even assigned voices to each and every one of you.
You can't tell who I am.
Yeah, I've assigned voices to each and every one of you whenever I read you guys in chat. It's fun.
What was my voice sounding like originally before you knew what I
Hello?
sounded like?
Before I knew what you
Hello?
sounded like?
Yeah.
Yeah?
What?
Jumi-san. Jumi-chan.
I mean, usually if it's like someone
Welcome
that I've never
tonight.
heard the voice of before, I just like mine.
Let me see. Let me see if I can remember what
Probably
your
from
voice
Turtle.
sounded like before I heard you how you spoke. I think it was I thought you were a guy. So
Yeah, you did think I was a guy.
I actually associate
I mean,
you
I
with a very deep voice.
I didn't at the first point.
That's really funny. And then
Oh.
you met me, and I was high pitched as hell.
Yeah, you were on the opposite spectrum. I thought you talked like this.
Oh, so you thought I was like a snake sort of character?
I thought you were black. Yes. I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were black. That's all there was.
Really?
Yeah, I
Blue
thought you were
white.
black. I don't know
And
why.
that she had a high pitched
I'm the
voice.
palest person ever.
I will challenge you on that. Despite the fact
I'm paler than you are.
I don't know. Maybe. Genetics. But then again,
Oh,
I'm
fucking. God damn it.
Cogzerk! Hello!
Hey, Cog.
Welcome. You missed everything.
You missed everything. Yeah, but no.
Yeah, we're just chilling until late night starts.
Yeah, no. I ended up.
I think they're already online.
I ended up doing some work for on a farm during the summers when I was younger, and I had like a continuous farmer tan. You know what worked for me? I looked good with my arms in my head a different shade of color from the rest of my body.
Oh.
Impressive.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm
I
trying
wonder,
to...
what about me?
Huh?
Me, what did I sound like?
Wait, you sound like Keyblade
You
Okami.
I sound like Okami.
I thought Key...
You sounded really fast.
I thought Key was a female.
You got us all mixed up.
When I first talked to Key. Just because Key acted very feminine. So I was like, that could probably be a female. So
you thought I was a guy and manly. You thought Key was female.
Yeah, but I got Trolley and Addy correct. And Caged.
Yeah. I mean, it's very easy when my name is Mister.
Yeah. And Addy, well, Addy is Addylicious, so, you know, it's like, that's a female name. And Caged, Caged was just a female. My answer to the poster question was gonna be Addy's awesome art project. Oh.
Mooney's such a sweetheart.
Pander. Mander.
She's a quick learner. She knows how to get by in the world.
You voted for her, like, all the fucking time.
I couldn't help it.
Yeah, you can!
No, I couldn't.
Yes, you can. You just choose not to. Yeah. That popping sound was a lid coming off of my Pico de Gallo.
The fuck is that?
Pico de Gallo?
Mm-hmm.
That's like some sort of dip, right?
It's essentially a tomato, onion, pepper, and sometimes basil dip that you typically eat with chips or on top of Mexican food. Yeah, it's not like a paste though. It's just a whole bunch of mixed vegetables, you know, cut up very small. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know that. You guys didn't know what that was.
Did. I just didn't say anything.
I mean, I knew what it was.
You knew it was a dip.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like I ever had it before.
Really now? Okay,
I am very picky.
Well,
so...
it does make sense. It's a Mexican thing. You know, Pico de Gallo is it's a Mexican thing. Yeah.
No, it sounds Mexican.
It's not spicy, but it's so gross. It can be spicy. And I like it. Like I can, like my dad actually makes some really good pico de gallo, and salsa actually. But there's a fast food chain called Taco Cabana, and they make pico de gallo that I just love, and so sometimes I'll drop by there and be like, can I just get a whole bunch of? Can you guys just give me, like, all of your pico de gallo? And they always refuse me.
No.
Well, you know, they actually have to make the stuff. They don't get it in bags. They actually make it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys all for, coming out tonight. It was a wonderful, wonderful time hanging out with you all. Thank you so much, Pandy.
Are you going to do
for
any
the first
sellouts before we end?
And
what?
Are you going to do any sellouts before we end?
Oh, yeah, go sell.
By the way, guys, all of you who followed me, I'm going to be doing a karaoke stream next Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So come up with some songs, and I'm going to sing them. So yeah,
that's going to be a lot of fun.
That's it for me.
I'm probably going to be singing along, just like at my computer without a mic.
I mean, I'm going to have the lyrics, probably, if I can find them. So you can sing along, too.
Yay!
Guys, I too will be doing a karaoke stream.
Oh man, everyone's stealing my idea.
No,
Fuck, man.
I'm not.
This all started with the Wolfie sings bullshit, and then everyone started singing.
That was my plan from the get-go. Like when I started streaming,
Thank you, Patrick.
Nah.
That's what I'm gonna do, because lol memes. It actually happened. I was like, oh god.
Yeah. No, I'm proud of you. And we should do like a karaoke thing at some point together.
Of course.
Maybe like a Wolfie stream.
Yeah, no, that would be fun. But yeah,
maybe like a Thanksgiving special sort of thing.
All of us? Or like who? What?
We would
mean,
take turns or do
possibility.
duets if we need to.
Okay.
Yeah, it will be hard to work that out though, unless we have
Mhm.
like a some sort of like sharing thing, like we'd have to do some form of like screen share or something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Gotcha. No,
Yeah, we would.
There's a thing called a bot, and bots are pretty helpful.
Okay.
Alrighty. We'll learn how to use it. We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's 11.
Yeah. I'll say.
So
I'll also say thank you, Pandy, for following and being my first subscriber. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Man.
yeah, I'm really glad I
you
noticed you
called
guys are
me,
online.
and
You're
he's
we
so
are
everyone's
sweet.
first subscriber,
I have
even
nothing.
though like half of us don't have subs yet.
Actually,
Aw.
Christy Pine Polly,
Yeah, I guess
just
Wolfie and myself are the only ones here that have subs right now. But
Well, Cage also does, but she's not here right now.
yeah, Cage
Right,
also does.
yeah.
But
Well,
Trolley,
Cage
you...
isn't affiliated. Is she?
Really? I thought.
No, she's not.
No. Oh,
She's not?
okay.
Okay. She's just over 50 followers. But Trolley, you should be getting yours in an email at some point because
Yeah,
you
probably.
stream every weekend day for like a
Yeah.
month. So you should be
You
able
should
to
be
get
first
that.
up for everyone.
And Addie will be at 50 before we know it. So hey, for the
I
most,
think Addie's already past 50.
is she?
Yeah,
Oh.
Oh.
I think.
Well, Addie will
25.
probably end up getting the message at some point. I don't know. But either way,
Well, she didn't apply.
oh, did she not? Okay. She's
Oh, wait,
late
no,
for-
she doesn't need to. Never mind.
She doesn't need to.
Well, because I didn't apply.
Well,
It just happened. I got the thing in the mail, and it was
yeah.
just like,
you
yo!
get it as an email. They personally go to you. But in any case, hit it, Wolfie.
Oh, right. So, thank you guys so much for hanging out. You guys are beautiful and wonderful. So we're gonna go now. Do not eat or drink any questionable substances. Make smart decisions. Do not die. Dying is absolutely forbidden. And I will see all of you beautiful people later on.
And we
And
will be.
stick in chat so that we will watch LNC together. Take care.